Hey everyone, welcome back to AFTV. I've got a massive smile on my face because the Champions League is back here in North London at the Emirates Stadium. It's Arsenal versus PSV. A massive round of applause for the return of the Champions League. And to our amazing panel, Turkish in the grey North Bank to my right, in the Arsenal home shirt. He said home shit. In the home shirt to my left, Charlie and Goonali in the third kit. Let's go. To my left as well. Welcome everyone, and of course we have the amazing Cecil on the information station. Cecil over there, give him a massive wave. He can see us. It's Arsenal PSV. It's the return of the Champions League. We've been talking about the starting 11, which we're going to go through in just a sec. We do have in the background on Real Madrid versus Union Berlin 0-0 as they enter 89 minutes on the clock. Of course, still a little bit of time, but I don't think they have the same added time rules in the Champions League that we've been seeing in the Premier League and at the World Cup, do they?
It's just, I don't know, yesterday's games.
I'm not sure there was anything too crazy.
Not long. I watched the Man City game. There wasn't much time on there, but obviously, some of the other games may be a bit longer.
Yeah. Dave, you catch Newcastle's return to the Champions League? AC Milan?
How they got out of Milan with a point, but they...
Right, AC Milan battered them.
Yeah, the finishing was big
letdown. And who's the striker there?
To be honest, same thing let them down against Inter last year in the semis. That second leg in the first half, they're finishing.
Mr. Big Game Giroud, they say, right?
Good point. Did you see Inter batter AC the other day though? 5-1 on the weekend.
No, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, they destroyed them. Anyway, let's focus on our Champions League game. It's Arsenal versus PSV. Now, the big talking point is that David Raya, I was about to say Aaron Ramsdale, he's on the bench. David Raya starts in goal. White, Saliba, Gabriel and Zinchenko make the back four. Havertz is in for Vieira with Rice and Odegaard. And Trossard starts on the left. In for Martinelli, of course, is out, but could be back for the North London derby. Jesus leads the line for Eddie Nketiah, and Bukayo Saka is out on the right wing. Let's get into it. And I know everyone might be a little bit bored of this conversation, but I just, I'm going to say it, and Lee can just bring it up in Forever Arsenal if he's annoyed. I've never known such a meltdown about a goalkeeping situation.
But there's been a meltdown.
Well, he was like, but why? But what's Ramsdale done wrong?
Yeah, but
I don't really get it.
At an airport.
He's
all changed now.
They went on holiday together.
He spoke to Ramsdale's dad, and now he's all in. All his chips are on Ramsdale.
Does anyone else see a big problem here? Like the only thing I foresee is if Raya struggles, and then Arteta's it's basically like cost us a few moments in the season, and everyone will go, we had someone who was very good. You kind of blown at him, Mikel, but we're a long way from knowing that. What's the problem here? We signed a really good goalkeeper, and he's playing football for Arsenal. Who cares?
Yeah, I really don't understand, why everyone's getting so panicked, so concerned, saying Ramsdale's been dropped. I don't think Ramsdale's been dropped. I think Raya played in the Everton game to sort of let him test the waters a bit. We all know he's a great keeper, and I think it was just preparation for tonight's game. I am not concerned, not one bit. I feel like Raya's playing tonight, and Ramsdale will be back in goal for us in the North London derby. I don't think there's anything to panic about. So everyone just needs to just hold tight.
I mean, is that not just completely fair? Is that not just logical?
Makes sense.
The worry is the only thing I take from this is Arteta's showing that he doesn't have favourites, but for certain positions. Now, if I see, I love him, but if I see Saka maybe not having the best game, is he going to still play those 90 minutes or is he going to be taken off? If I see Martinelli not playing well, is he still going to have those 90 minutes or Jesus? So my point is that I just don't want to see him pick and choose who he wants to be favourites with and who he doesn't. We know Saka's on astronomical amounts of money. We know he's a talented, amazing, close to being world-class player. But is he going to treat him the same way that he treats Aaron Ramsdale or Raya or Gabriel Magalhaes, for example? And that's all I take from it. I'm not really too worried about who starts in goal. I think ultimately, everybody other than Arsenal fans wasn't rating Ramsdale last season. They thought he was overrated. Listen, shout out to our good friend Tobes. He doesn't rate him. So what's the problem? We've now upgraded apparently, so just move on with it, and that's it.
Do you see it that way, Turkish, or do you think there are more nuances, complexities to this whole thing? Because he's done well for us, Ramsdale.
No, but listen, when you're fighting with City, it's fine margins. Ramsdale had a great season last season overall, but there were moments there where he did cost us. There were moments he saved us points. There were moments he cost us, but the moments that save points doesn't cancel out the moments that you drop points, because you're there to save us points. You know, and this ain't me piling on Ramsey. I'm just saying, when you're coming up against an extra 5 points in the season, an extra 6 points in the season, it wins it for us last season. Albeit City dropped off it at the end because they won it a bit early.
And it looks like, sorry to cut you, Real Madrid in the
Bellingham.
94, Jude Bellingham.
They do what they do.
He looked offside, but I mean, I guess from the strike he's probably on. Real Madrid have left it late. Carry on, sorry, on Ramsdale, you were saying.
This guy, man.
In this generation as well, there's a whole lot of, you know, emphasis on players and the connection with fans and players. And of course you need to, you know, feel a connection with the players. But a lot of people go overboard with it, and as soon as they, you know, feel like their player was harshly treated, it's uproar. Yeah. But is it your player or your club? It should always be your club first and foremost. And whatever decisions being made, like you said, we'll find out in 6 months, 12 months, whether this decision long term has been the right decision. Now, there's no point kicking up a fuss whether you're a Ramsdale lover or not. I like Ramsdale a hell of a lot. I think he's got a lot of character. I think he's got a lot of personality, and I think this could be good for him long term. But at the end of the day, Raya's a quality keeper as well. Like, stop this connection with certain players. Once these players win us a league title or win us a Champions League and start doing that, that's when that connection I can understand more. Where you're all in on defending that player.
And they get their name
now,
etched up there, for example.
Yeah, for now,
that's when you start.
Let's go with the flow. I mean, these same people that are now moaning about this decision would have bigged up certain other decisions that Arteta's made that other fans would have moaned about. So it's always, you know, either one side of the fence or the other side in completely different spectrums.
Yeah, I agree. I think the point that's so poignant is club over any player, and that doesn't mean I don't love so many of these players. With all my heart I do, because I think they're taking us in the right direction. I'm super invested, but ultimately it's about Arsenal being the best version of themselves they can be. And if Mikel Arteta feels that Raya even has 1% over Ramsdale, then I'm going to ride with it. I'm cool. And is that unfortunate? Yeah, but we're here to discuss the team, and we can talk about what that means for Ramsdale another day. But I don't know, it's so early that I don't understand the uproar, is all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Let's just actually touch on this game here. Real Madrid in the 94th, 95th minute, through Jude Bellingham, they get the goal, fans rushing to get their phones out and record it.
Love it.
But you know, he scores at the Bernabeu, and look at that iconic celebration, fans loving it. Look at the celebrations there from the Real Madrid players. It's been a long time since a group game of European football in the middle of September has meant anything to us, really.
Yeah.
Like, you know, certainly nowhere near this. And no one has won it more than Real Madrid. No one has the history, the prestige, the, what's the word they use?
Heritage.
Heritage, thank you, in this competition. So I fully expect Arsenal to play this like it's any other Premier League game, like it's any other big occasion. 3 points matters massively. And they're just reminding us, like, yeah, you're going to have to warm up again. You know, you're going to have those nerves and those tensions twice a week again, not just the once.
Do you know what this game, I mean, great last minute goal by Bellingham, but yesterday I was on Fan Zone with Turkish and Laurie, shout out to them, and we spoke about what's harder to win, Champions League or Premier League. Now, a lot of people, we haven't won the Champions League, so how can we talk? But what we were actually referring to this season, which one would be harder to win or easier to win? And you see, you know, as well and as amazing Real Madrid are, they're struggling against certain teams. So, listen, I think Arsenal have a good chance to go far in both competitions, and hopefully we can start by tonight, you know, getting off with 3 points and making the group as easy as possible, because ultimately the landscape in Europe, as everybody's been saying over the last couple of weeks, months, it's not that great. It's not that great. So that's what I take from this result. But well done to Real Madrid, because heritage probably got them through tonight.
So what are you saying, we might win the Champions League this season?
No, I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League at all.
Feeling quite optimistic about it.
I'm actually not, because listen, as Turkey so rightly put yesterday, anything you're going to win, you have to go through Man City, and we're in the same competitions as them.
So you're saying we're winning the treble?
You know what's nasty about this? You know what's nasty about this is that now I'm going to be clipped up for something that I'm not even referring to. I'm not saying we're winning anything. All I'm saying is that the possibility of going far in these competitions, especially in Europe, I'm seeing not much quality out there.
Damn, we're going invincible.
You know what?
Fair play, man.
Hey, yo. Hey, wait.
Gotta give him a round of applause for that one.
Cut his mic, man.
Some big claims.
Cut his mic, man.
Fair enough. Big night, Charlene. Is this team more equipped than any you've seen for a long time, or the most equipped in the Emirates era to actually go and do something in the Champions League. That's a bit, because now we're going back to like Fabregas, Hleb, Henry we had for a year in the Emirates, wasn't it? Just the year, I think. Van Persie for a little bit, Adebayor. But is this, I'm sort of opening up as well, is this the best equipped we've been for it?
Do you know, it's a massive night.
Yeah.
It's a big night for Mikel Arteta as well, you know, as a manager. And we have to use what we have. I think we have got some great quality players on the starting 11 as well as on the bench as well.
Yeah,
so
the squad's good.
Exactly, there's not many concerns. And I feel like we are equipped. In terms of best, I mean, you know, you're mentioning some legends here. So I feel like we are...
As a whole 11, as a whole package.
You're talking Emirates era.
Yeah.
No. I know, listen, you can make arguments to suggest it is, and I probably lean more towards that. But at the same time, this same team underperformed in the Europa League last year. Yeah. So it's about transferring the good form and tactical nous that Arteta's shown in the Premier League now to the European stage. Yeah. Because as much as I'm happy about the group we got, because we should get through pretty comfortably, let's not slip up thinking it's too easy, because we've done that in the past with Villarreal, Olympiacos, Sporting Lisbon, all in the last, 4 years in Europa League. Yeah. So it hasn't been good enough. So I'd say it looks the strongest, but will it transfer into being it? I'm not too sure.
It was a purposely loaded question, because there was a great question asked in the press conference to Arteta about whether he feels he's got something to prove in Europe, because it's not happened for Arsenal in the Europa. Let's be honest, right? Arsenal were a disgrace in the Europa League these 5-6 seasons we were in. I think it was 5. All right, a handful of semi-finals, a final, but early exits to Sporting Lisbon, Olympiacos. We should have, in those 5 years, if someone said to me when we got knocked out by Bayern Munich, someone said to me, we're going to play 5 seasons of Europa League football, how many times do you think you're going to win that? I would have said once or twice. Genuinely, I would have said, 100% we win at one of them, maybe as a... But it's not gone that way. We've been a disgrace in that competition. I think Arteta has been a little bit found out tactically, because you're right, he's had 3 goes at it. Sporting Lisbon last year, and he never took control of that tie. You can't even really say he was unlucky. You then look at the second, it's his first ever exit was Olympiacos. And then the year after that was Villarreal, where Emery totally tactically outdid him. Very similar game, not scoring enough goals, lots of probing, not enough penetration, not getting the goal that we need when we need it most. And Arsenal will probably have a similar-ish test against PSV, where you're going to have a lot of the ball, can you break them down? And he's got to show that he's been able to evolve the team. Maybe in the group stages, it won't matter as much, because it is all about, it's league format, isn't it?
But I think Sevilla will be that test.
Yes.
But they've got European heritage, not Champions League, but they've got European heritage.
That's very true.
Normally defensively well organised. So if any team in the group that I'm looking at and seeing if Arteta can, win both ties, because we should on paper beat Sevilla home and away.
I'm sorry.
And you know what I don't like sometimes, because even when I say we could win the Champions League with the luck of the draw, or I say we should win 6 out of 6 games, sometimes our own fans say, well, we'll win 4, that'll be enough to get through. But come on. Yeah. Arteta keeps on saying the standards that need to raise at this club. Edu said it in the past. We look at this group, it should be 6 out of 6 wins. Okay, there's hiccups, but one hiccup I can look over. But we should be winning these games.
I agree. I know you just mentioned standards, and I get that. We are not just in the competition to just make up the numbers, we want to win it. But I do just have this giddy moment where the channel just changed. We saw Arsenal, PSV, Champions League, and for me, especially because I'm a fan who my first ever game watching was the Champions League final. So that kind of pain, even though it was my first game as a fan, I want to win this competition so much, and I have a lot of nostalgia remembering the teams that would blitz others away in the Champions League group stages. It's so good to be back in the competition, and I really hope we're ready, and I really hope that they've given a lot of thought to what we need, to how to balance this out with the fact we've got a North London derby coming out, and to put on a show. I don't want this to be some slog and some struggle, because we're out here to entertain. Let's show Europe that what we did last season in the Premier League can be translated to here, and they've got to take us seriously. I want to get to a position where Bayern Munich actually don't look all that. They didn't against Leverkusen. They got Man United in their group, and maybe they draw us in the next round or whatever, and they go, ooh, we don't want Arsenal. When we were last in it, they loved playing us. They loved it. We have to have evolved from that.
The question you asked earlier on about is this the best team we've had in the Emirates era? It isn't. But I think it's a better chance because you had Barcelona, prime Barcelona with David Villa, Neymar, Suarez, you know, obviously Messi, the unicorn is in Busquets and all those players.
Right.
So, but we had a better team because we had Van Persie, Adebayor, Nasri, Haleb, Fabregas, Koscielny at the time, who was a top centre back. Sagna, we had a top team, but we just had a better landscape in Europe. So this current team has a better chance, in my opinion, to win Champions League than 10 years ago, because I think the landscape in Europe is not as good. But yeah, for sure, this team, they have it all in front of them. They're a young team, vibrant team, and hopefully, I mean, as I said to Charlene earlier, I'm excited, but I'm not as excited to maybe as compared to you, only because this is the norm to me. Like it feels normal. I mean, I grew up in an era maybe a little bit before you, where I thought Arsenal was named Arsenal after Arsene Wenger. That is genuinely why I thought. That's how, maybe I'm showing my age, I don't know, but for me,
the same thing as well.
that's what I think. So for me, it's normal. It feels like we're just back to where we belong, rather than like.
But that's what it is for me, because when I became a fan, it was just like we've been in it for years. Yeah. We'll continue to be in it for years, but we're not really progressing out of it. And now we're back. Like, it feels good to have got back to that stage, but I'm excited because I'm really, what you were saying about club over the players, and yes, absolutely. But I also have that sense of excitement for these players, because I'm more invested in the club, but I'm invested in Saka showing on the Wednesday night stage what he's about, and Jesus, who left Man City Champions League football to come to us in the Europa, and now we're back. Like, I want them to go and show what they're about. I believe we have a really good team, I really believe it. Charlene, it's big. Apparently they're going to do a night show, what's it called, a light show. North London Forever will play before, because apparently the last anthem has to be the Champions League one. Listen, are we allowed to turn up the TV just for that bit? Are we?
Mute the mics.
Exactly.
It's going to be such a great
atmosphere. Will be amazing, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for the Premier League games, it's amazing, but for tonight, it's just going to be extra special. So, yeah, it's going to be a great atmosphere there, and the fans are going to be over the moon. So, excited for them. There we go. The Champions League logo pops up. They're showing the fans arriving at the
It did.
Emirates.
As I came here, because I got the train here today, when I got to Finsbury Park, it did feel different. It did feel a bit different. It felt a little bit more vibrant and buzzy with the people that were coming out of the station. I mean, obviously, when I come here or go to home games, you know, it's a normal Premier League 3 o'clock or whatever time kickoff. But today it did feel a bit different. So I think a lot of fans are hyped and pumped, and the players, you've seen all, you know, the Instagram stuff this week. Jesus, he's had his interviews talking about how excited he is. So I think there is a lot of excitement from the players and the fans about this game today, for sure.
We're such a weird club, aren't we? Because we have very little European heritage, right? It's the one thing for a club our size we haven't done enough of. We touched on the Europa League as well in that. But we've got a weird amount of good moments and bits of history in the Champions League. First team to win at the Bernabeu, first team to win at the San Siro, first team to win at the Allianz, Bayern Munich, English club, not first team ever, first English clubs to do these things. Of course, we got to the final 06. I think we have the longest group stage unbeaten, the fourth longest. It's gone from first to fourth, but one of the longest group stage unbeaten runs. So we have at times done our thing. I remember the night at the San Siro, the Fabregas goal and all that. Just want to get our hands on those trophies. I'm not touching it.
Is that the rules?
For one day, no, please don't. But one day we will. I'm convinced one day we will. Big night for Kai Havertz, Turkish. He comes in for Vieira.
Yeah, big night for every time he starts. It's a big game for him.
Yeah,
especially now because he still hasn't found his feet yet at the club, and he still needs to put in that big performance or get that big goal or get the big assist, and maybe then he can, find some sort of flow, because that's what we're all hoping. Regardless of the criticism, and I've been critical of him. Why not? I don't know why nowadays you can't be critical of a player. You can. It is what it is. He signed a big contract. He cost a lot of money. He comes in for a player that really did turn up last season in Granit Xhaka. So why can't the expectation be high, and why can't we demand better? So tonight is another chance for him. because I think Vieira stepped in and done very well in the last game. And I think unless Havertz does something in this game, then he'll be back to the bench for him on Sunday. And I'm sure he didn't come here to be on the bench in a North London derby and be on the bench 6 games into the season. So it's on him now. Use this as motivation. You've just, essentially been dropped or rested. I say dropped, especially after international break. Essentially been dropped after a poor start to your Arsenal career. You're back in for our first Champions League game. The pace is going to be buzzing. There's not necessarily going to be as much eyes, particularly on you in this game, as there has been in previous games. Because
I agree with that.
This is the Champions League now. Eyes are on all of our players. So this is the one for him now to do something. Please just do something, because it'll be for the benefit of us as Arsenal fans.
Let's explore something tactically which is interesting regarding Kai Havertz. The last time he played with Trossard on the left and Jesus up top was the Barcelona friendly in pre-season, which we won 5-3. And there was a lot of alternating between the three, where Trossard came into midfield where he's played before, Havertz went up top where he's played before, and Jesus went out wide where he's played before. I'm really interested to see whether we see that kind of fluidity and combinations, because it feels like something Arteta might have worked on before, and it looked quite good, certainly.
Look at that.
They're just showing, they've just got the light show on now. The Champions League crest. In the middle of the centre circle, the Emirates has gone dark for the light show. Lots of torches off phones.
That looks amazing.
That looks mad still.
Yeah, and they're making an occasion out of it. And
Does every club do this?
well, I was thinking that would be the start.
Not every club is special.
No.
On that, Man City did a light show for City Arsenal in the FA Cup 4th round, and I was thinking, really?
Yeah.
So at this stage, you know what? If it gets your fans going, but I think they're just trying to. We should be here, right? It should be normal.
Yeah.
But I think they're just trying to acknowledge, to the fans and the players, the hard work that's gone into getting us
It
back.
feels like
there's a thin line between acknowledging it and making it a trophy. I'm not on that.
I feel like
I'm not on you. To start this, you mentioned the panic over Ramsdale. I don't know about that, but the amount of noise about us returning to Champions League. Hold on, it's not about just returning to the Champions League. I was fed up of being in the Champions League last time we was in it. We deserve to be in the Europa League. I said it. We might as well drop him, because that's our level. We're in Champions League every year, and it's nonsense. So now we're back in it. It's nice. It's great feeling. Music. Champions League ball in the centre circle. 6 games, go win them. Let's get into the knockouts.
I 100% agree with Turkish. I just think, with the light show, it just feels like it's the start of a new dawn for Arsenal.
I get that.
In terms of, we've been through the mud, Man United are now there, and I think we're now in a new dawn, hopefully, where we're not having to wait around for these, every couple of years, be in the Champions League, Europa League, get knocked out or whatever. It now is a continuous stretch. Maybe if we do another 20 years, 25 years straight, and hopefully now we win it. But I do agree, though. I don't think it should be made as crazy as it is for this whole just returning to the Champions League. I think it's a bit.
Let's get Cecil's thoughts as we introduce him from the information station and the players walk out onto the pitch. Cec, you excited, my friend?
I'm excited, and do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm just hoping that I'm not going to miss the champ. I'm just going to put my headphones in. I'm going to keep this very brief because I want to hear the music through the headphones. But we're going to reel us some stats. This is the information station. Arsenal unbeaten in the last 8 Champions League group stage games, 6 wins and 2 draws. The longest such run since going 17 without a defeat between 2003 and 2006. Bukayo Saka also has been directly involved in 12 goals in 18 starts for Arsenal in European competition. And also, I have a little bit of information for you as well. This music is unbelievable, by the way. It's actually amazing to see the boys back in this prestigious competition. Another little bit of information for you. Eyes will be on Havertz today. The last German to score in his debut for Arsenal was Mesut Ozil, 2-0 win in the Champions League. So one German done it. Let's see if Havertz can do that as well. Fingers crossed. But yes, back to you, James, and enjoy the game.
That's true. It was Mesut Ozil got his first goal. He came with slightly different reputation, but obviously we hope Havertz can get a really big, much-needed goal. I hope you're enjoying the Champions League music, Cecil. Good for you, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And forget bringing us information. Joking.
Should have just sang the tune.
All right, reminder of the 11 before we go through some super chats. Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko make the back four. Erdegaard, Rice and Havertz comes in for Vieira. Did I say that right? And then Saka, Jesus and Trossard in the front three, and a very strong bench including Vieira, Nelson, El Neni is there, he's back after injury, Tomiyasu, and Nketiah on the bench as well. Some super chats. Dennis says, isn't Havertz 330 grand a week the real elephant in the room? Well, he starts, hopefully he can impress today.
Is that true? I don't think that's true.
He's not on 350.
I'm never going to accept that.
He's not on that money. It's just,
I'm never going to accept that.
people just
Well,
say
fair play for bringing that up. I was going to just fly past it, but yeah, you're probably right. Mr. Inner Turkish. Oh no, it's called My Inner Turkish. We all have an inner Turkish. Big up, guys. Champions League football with you got to be special. Havertz going to score. Mark my words. I hope you're right. J Federer J says, when did Arsenal last field a Champions League 11 this strong? Yep, I think that's a fair point. I think you're going back to the 2011 days with Nasri, Fabregas, Song, Wilshere, Van Persie. Crosstech says, what does Vieira have to do? Seriously, I'd be looking at the door in January with that disrespect. Zinni and Fabio had chemistry at Everton. Crosstech, I agree, and I covered the chemistry that they built on Tactical Insight, but again, we can't all lose our minds over a little bit of rotation. If Havertz comes in, doesn't do well, my thinking is, why isn't Havertz doing well? Not Vieira should have played. I think we've just got to focus on the fact we've got a squad and hope Arteta gets the best out of them. The Rex 555 says, we mustn't forget it's raining. He's right, actually.
Pouring down.
Very true.
I don't ever read that out again. I don't want to ever hear people chat crap about it. I don't want to hear that rubbish. Don't read that
Have you
out.
played in the rain?
I don't want to hear that again. I don't want to hear none of them excuses. I'm sorry.
So
don't ever say that.
Are you saying we're winning the quadruple?
Yeah, I'd rather say that than complain
Go on,
any.
say
I'm
it.
not. I don't. Yeah, no, don't ever read that out again. Don't ever.
Don't ever read. He's telling me. He's telling me I heard.
Honestly,
That's why.
whoever did that, I'll give you the money back. don't read that.
Bilal says, I don't like the calm, smiling, non-cursing Turkish.
Well,
So this is just you. I don't know what they're talking about.
This is actually me. My introduction to YouTube came about when Arsenal were messing about, hence why there was a lot of cussing, there was a lot of raw emotion. Now we're doing what we should be doing, and that's competing in the Champions League, or hopefully competing in the Champions League, because some people think competing is just being in it. No, competing is, I want to see us in it come March. And the Premier League. So what have I got to curse about and be all upset about? We're going to see how it unfolds. Tune in May.
The Champions League is back. They're about to kick off. Arsenal, Jesus leading the line at kick-off. Raya, who they're just showing in goal. Massive opportunity for him, because Aaron Ramsdale obviously left out. I think that's the only sad thing about the Ramsdale thing, is that he's played a big part in getting us here.
Yeah, he'll be vexed.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess that's what you want. You want to be disappointed.
Yeah.
From kick-off,
Let's go!
and off we go, but they have to retake because the Arsenal players flew up the pitch as Jesus decided to faint from
Too
kick-off.
keen to start.
What on
This
earth?
ain't a great return, is it? UEFA probably thinking, fuck.
Yeah.
They're not used to this.
They just said to the ref, give PSV a pen. Get them out of this as soon as possible, as Havertz wins the first header of the game, and Arsenal are playing Champions League football. It's Kai Havertz, lovely little turn. How about that for a bit of
Physical, yeah.
confidence?
I think it's going to be a big
Trossard
night
gives
for
the ball
Kai
away.
tonight. He needs that confidence boost as well.
He does. Arsenal pressing
I
quite
don't
hard.
think he's been as bad as people have made out, but I don't think he's not been great. So I think he needs to start stepping up. And if he's come in because he's got the experience along with Zinchenko and Jesus, then he needs to kind of show that, because obviously otherwise there's going to be those 007 numbers coming out for him soon. So
I'm just realising we haven't got through the first minute yet, but Ryan makes a save.
Yeah, it's a bit
Go,
open there.
It was a little bit open as they came through. Was that Noah Lang? Yeah, Noah Lang, very talented young player. Actually got a good striker goal
Got a
there.
near post, yeah.
Found the corner well, and Raya is on the ball for his first touches in the Champions League as well. Where will he go? Goes out to Gabriel, who
Have we
goes
got-
long to White. Nice.
Have we got some score predictions for today's game?
I went 3-1. You went 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
I'm going 2-1.
I did say 3-0, and I'm going to stick with it.
I didn't even know when I messaged you 3-1 and then I watched the show later.
Oh.
Two of you went 3-1.
Yeah, 3-3-1.
You and Jordan. No, Lee changed it to 2-0.
No, yeah. So me, you, and Jordan. Are all
Oh, yeah,
3-1.
yeah.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah. So basically, if he gets a 2-0, he's the happiest man alive.
But if it's a 3-1,
That's true. Oh, then we can all. Oh, yeah, then we can all rip him.
yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be great. Here's White on the ball now into Odegaard. Lovely close
Nice.
control
Go
from
on.
the Arsenal players. Has
Who is
Odegaard,
that?
surely Odegaard's made a few appearances in the Champions
middle,
League with
yeah.
Sociedad and Real Madrid? You'd think? He must have.
Maybe, I'm not too sure.
Wasn't he mainly on the bench?
Nice.
A lovely ball.
Nice!
And I think that's a goal kick they're going to give, I imagine.
Also, I don't know if has Fabio Vieira played in the Champions League with Porto.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So Odegaard had the ball here and a lovely little through ball for Saka.
That's nice.
It was very nice, but I think they've rightly given a goal kick here.
Yeah, they have.
Let's see
Who did
what's
it
going
come
on.
off?
Looks like it came off Saka. Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Goal kick. Oh,
Maybe
Arsenal
way
won it
back.
back. That's good.
Oh.
And Jesus loses in the corner. PSV throw, but they are deep in the right side of their half.
Mate,
Arsenal pressing
it went
high
there.
up here. Peter Burtz has come in. I've only just realised that Ruben Nistelrooy got sacked, so it shows you how researched I was coming into this.
Yeah, he
And
left.
they've lost key players.
Simmons. Is it
Since
Yeah.
the last time we Simmons, Gakpo, Sangare,
He was
3 of them.
But they added Lozano, Lang,
Yeah.
and
They moved someone to midfield from defence.
they added another good player whose name I forgot. Oh, Bella Kotchap.
Oh yeah. So they took the guy. He replaces the guy they moved into
I
midfield.
see. Got it. They weren't the
what
easiest to
was that?
break down last year for us. I've got to say there were a few struggles.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't looking. We weren't looking comfortable in either game against PSV last year.
We played them, but I feel like at home we were a lot. I think we were a little bit better than what sorry, I don't think we were as good. Sorry, as the scoreline showed at home. Away from home, we were shocking. But
Yeah.
we had Rob Holding and all of those playing, so it's hard to take much away from that game.
Yeah. David Raya on the ball. Do you think there are any fans in there thinking, you know, whoa, I just feel like pure
Nah,
shit.
just
I just
you,
want her
man.
back.
Just
No?
you.
Oh, fair enough, just me.
We're back in the.
Zinchenko on the ball now, inverting as he does. Saliba.
Oh, I didn't.
Gives it
Didn't
away.
read it.
Do you think the players are nervous?
Nah, man.
No, I don't think we started.
I thought they- I
nervy.
thought
I think
they
we
were
started
nervous.
pretty well, actually.
I think they are. I think they think it's a big occasion in their head. I think they are. I don't know. I think they've got that in their mind, but I wouldn't say nervous. No.
I think there's.
Oh, Zinchenko has decided to just give Saliba a cross, basically. And Saliba gives it to White. They've just about dealt with it.
They're both
bit
moving
scrappy.
mad. First
Yeah.
Zinchenko though.
Yeah, Zinchenko
And
started
Gabriel
that
didn't
off.
really help out there.
And it's fallen. Is this Luke de Jong? So 2 shots in the game so
Sweet
far,
fit, mate.
both for PSV. But the best move of the game, 5 minutes in, Bukayo Saka with a little through ball from Odegaard.
I don't think Arteta, he doesn't like just aimless long balls. I think he wants the ball on the ground as well, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Let's-
very particular and
Let's hope that we can just
articulate.
start playing some football, you know.
And Raya goes long. We didn't see that much of it against Everton, but clearly a tactic because he's done it twice already to go long to Havertz.
Do you think that's what we're going to see more of? Long balls from Raya?
I think they think
A
Havertz
mix.
is an aerial get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Raya's got a better passing range than Ramsdale, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think as well, anyone that is a little bit upset with the Ramsdale thing, I feel like he kind of put it on himself with his poor kicking. I think he's made a few mistakes, and I think,
Distribution did fall apart.
yeah, it fell
That's good.
down.
Well done, Kai.
Go on.
Look out
Is
wide,
it?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
He's offside. He's
Offside.
That's definitely offside.
What
That
are
was
you
offside.
two doing, man?
Zinni, who's that? Who's that Zinni? Or?
I actually think Jesus is right.
Yeah,
He's
Saka
saying-
should have called. I'm
he's
surprised he
saying to
didn't.
Saka,
That.
Tell me. He's
Trossard
actually on.
was
Oh, he
an
was onside.
option. Oh, Trossard was an option even.
Saka, to be honest, if he didn't say anything, he ghosted from that. He needs to be calling for that.
Yeah.
Allows Jesus to run into the box.
Yeah, it was actually a good pass. You notice he didn't go to Trossard there. And I do think it's because while Trossard isn't slow, 100% not slow, he's not Martinelli fast.
No, he's
And
not.
I think that ball goes to Martinelli
Yeah.
if he's on the
Yeah.
left.
Because Martinelli's off.
on his
Martinelli,
back.
he's
Oh.
looking for it in behind rather
Yeah.
than Trossard, who dropped a
good winning
little,
back.
held his run because he wanted it more to feet, and
Yeah.
he would have cut in. And
Arteta giving Trossard a little high five there on the side, trying to keep spirits high as Arsenal just struggled to find a little bit of rhythm in these first 6 minutes. Because 6 minutes has flown.
It's gone quick.
Odegaard and Zinchenko. When I saw him winding up to slap that ball, I thought it's another cross into the opposition box. Here we go. Saka now on the ball, driving inside.
Nice.
Go on.
Odegaard needs a little bit of help. Gets it from Saka. Saka gets it back.
Ooh.
Ooh. Is that a penalty?
Hey!
No,
No, he's not giving it.
they might look at that.
He might do.
They might look at that because
Oh, come on.
And he's
you've got to get
offside,
back.
just blow ref. But Saliba's recovery pace is unreal.
Yeah, he's just too. I
about
felt
that?
so sorry for Beto the other day against Everton. He just had no room to breathe, man.
Did you hear culture cams on
nah.
the football culture movement podcast on DR? Said, I love Beto. And they were like, why? He's not good. He went, no, he's not good. He's just funny. He's like trying to do Saliba for pace.
Yeah,
throwing elbows at everyone.
That didn't make no sense. I felt so sorry for him, man. It just seemed pointless, man.
That's a lovely ball from Declan. See how he fainted? He was going to go wide to right, then puts it through to Odegaard.
Lovely.
Saka gives it to Odegaard.
Oh, shoot! Oh,
And he needed that as well.
Bukayo Saka.
beautiful!
Come on.
Now he's world class. He's done it in the Champions League. He's
Yeah.
world class now.
He's world class now.
He's world class now.
World class now.
Amazing! Yes!
8 minutes in.
Come on!
Bukayo Saka, Odegaard strike,
Goalkeeper's
saved by the
confused.
keeper. And Arteta just pulled David Raya over for a
know what
chat.
he said.
Ramsdale's coming on. We need you to see him, see out the last 80. But it all comes from that
is
rise
beautiful.
pass out to Odegaard. And then Saka, he drives inside, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Gives it to Odegaard, has a go.
Oof.
Back.
Poor keeping.
Oh,
Poor keeping.
Very poor
beautiful.
keeping.
Do you know what I like?
Bukayo Saka is just so.
To be honest, Odegaard should have
Perfect.
probably passed. Look, the pass is there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I like about Odegaard though? Like you can see the improvement because when he first came, he would never shoot,
Yeah.
and now you can see he's getting a lot more confident.
Finish.
And it seems like when Arteta first came in, you would find anyone for shooting from outside the box. Now it's like you can see the improvement of Fabio Vieira, Zinchenko last season, Jorginho. They shoot, and that's what I like. And now these chances are being created from that, so it's good to see, man. I'm liking it. I'm
Yeah,
liking it.
agreed. Let's chat to Cecil. Look him. He's on a screen. Hello, Cec. How you doing?
Hey, it's like he sat with us.
Are you able to hear through the headphones when they're like that, or?
I can hear the commentary from here on the top of my head, but Saka getting a goal there. Obviously, just before then, there was a penalty shout for Saka, and it seems like, he doesn't always get, the rub of the green when it comes to refs giving decisions, but in the end, comes out with a goal off the return of Martin Odegaard's shot. Big up Bukayo Saka, what a goal, what a start for Arsenal. It's looking good. Bukayo Saka's announced himself on the Champions League stage.
There you go. And Odegaard dropping into that, what looks like the number 8 position, number 6. Fair play to him. Zinchenko on the ball. Turkish. 1-0 up.
Yeah, they did some great start.
Thanks for the.
Yeah, get a goal in the first 10 minutes. I mean, that's what you want in your return.
Settles the nerves
to the
as well,
Champions League.
all of the stuff that we were talking about. But this man on the ball here, Declan Rice, man,
Yeah,
I
that
think
pass was nice.
He's just transformed this whole team, and he gives you
We
confidence.
should smoke these lot now, man. Let's be real. We should.
Oh,
smoke them,
nice.
man.
There's Saka coming
Saka's some
inside.
lovely-
Odegaard
Nice.
goes wide to
Oh.
right.
Oh,
Jesus!
What are you doing, Jesus, man? How are you
Trossard
missing
still
that?
has it.
That was sublime. That is poor.
Saka keeps it alive. Zinchenko goes to Odegaard. It was cut right across goal. And Jesus
That's poor, man.
just didn't put it
Get
in the back
Eddie
of the
on
net. He
that,
just to open his body up. Then it goes.
He messed up there.
That's
Get Eddie
poor.
on, Charlie. You're wrong for that. And Havertz is
Havertz has scored today.
not a bad run, not a bad idea.
Why isn't he 6'6", man? What's wrong with this guy, man?
That's a bad miss. though.
No, Eddie would have buried that.
No, he wouldn't.
Eddie would have actually. I
Look
think
at the chance-
Ramsdale would have buried
Look
that.
at the
in
chance
my-
against Fulham that he scored. Great finish.
Sevilla 1-0 up after 9 minutes against RC Lens. So, it's not after 8, but, fair enough.
And
Sevilla did their job.
that's the thing. When you think about
Lens,
these
I
big
mean,
games
not Lens.
and these competitions in the top level, it's the difference between is he going to score those important clutch goals or is he not? And it is a bad miss. That's a bad miss, man.
Arsenal really pressing up the pitch. This feels like last year's Arsenal.
Yes,
a lot
that's
more
the
open.
feeling I
A lot
get.
more
Yeah, yeah.
open.
I can
Oh
see
my
that.
word! But pressing hard up the pitch. looking like we'll score with every attack and intensity to our football on and off the ball. But like what I just said,
Pick up that
PSV are in here
and
it's and it's dealt with, isn't it? They're calling for a handball.
Why did you take so long to clear that?
And Declan Rice is there to get the block in.
They're going to go to VAR the way these men are protesting about it. Yeah.
Yep.
They're saying
I
it could
think
be
they
a
are going
handball.
to check it. Let's see.
That's not
If
handball.
they give, if
They can't.
It's impossible because
Look,
his hands are behind his
They
back.
He's purposely put
dare
his
give
hands
this,
Yeah, they should.
if they
behind.
It's impossible.
They dare give
Yeah, his
this.
hands are behind his back.
Oh, that's not a penalty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
Come
yeah,
on.
don't give it.
Well done. I was about
If
to
that was Premier
unleash-
League, it would have been a penalty.
Yeah, of course it
Check
would.
over.
Of course it would. Because they go check notes, ruin the game. Okay.
It's Arsenal.
Well done. Right decision. And took him no time.
That was too easy, man. Way too easy.
Yeah, look, Declan Rice even saw like he's putting his hands up.
Yeah.
But do you think we're pressing higher and maybe a little bit more open because, you know, Havertz is back in the team? You know, could you leverage to that, or just because we're just a bit more open?
I think we're home.
Yeah,
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
But I think against Fulham we were quite poor. I think, you know,
Yeah.
not keeping the ball. So
We're
and
quite
he played.
reckless at home. There's something about us at home. We just sort of think, yeah, we'll try to score 5. We'll probably only score 3. We'll definitely concede.
Well,
2.
that's what I said. 3-0. I said 3-0. So
Oh. Could have been a foul there. Referee didn't get it though.
come on, Saka, you
They're
got to get out
probing
there.
PSV. They've done well. Arsenal haven't been able to get out. Ben White, 1-on-1 with Lower Lang. But he gets the block in. That's good from White. Being worked hard here. Lang gets it again out on the left. 1-on-1 with White.
Saka, you got to help, man.
And Saliba deals with it.
Go on, let's go now. Let's go
forward
now.
now.
Let's- Don't tell him to relax. Let's go.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Oh!
Fair play, both.
Unlucky.
Fair play, Jesus, for the run.
Yeah.
Saka, he's basically from the edge of this penalty area, just tried to play Jesus straight in on goal. But a good header back to the keeper. PSV enjoying a bit of possession now, which I don't like, but we are 1-0 up.
Just need to pick them off now. They want to get into the game.
Yeah. We're not a good counter-attacking side, though.
Yeah. There must be a reason though
Don't press that.
with Arteta. You know, he conceded possession to United, so he's not completely against doing so.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Because right now it does seem like we've kind of calmed it down a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. A win the header. Havertz battling in midfield.
Go on, Havertz.
Loses out. He might get booked for that.
Was a foul.
Yeah. 7.2k of you in the building watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to AFTV if you haven't yet. Get your comments in and your thoughts as well as the game goes on. Apparently there's a good
Nice.
stat as well.
Oh, come on, ref, man.
Bukayo Saka scored Arsenal's earliest ever goal in their opening match of a UEFA Champions League season. Well done, Bukayo. World class.
Star boy.
World class.
Do that in the quarterfinals, mate.
There you go. Or the final, mate. That's what you should have been saying.
Yeah, but let's do
Where are
it.
your
I'm
standards?
not sure if we're getting there.
Where are your standards?
Come on, the
Turkish?
treble.
Come on.
He's
Go
got
for
to do it in the
treble, mate.
quarterfinals before we get to the final. If no one's doing it in the quarterfinals, we ain't seeing no final. So
There you go.
let's get there first.
Just do it in the Emirates Cup, Bukayo. It went, didn't it? Yeah, the ball's
Yeah,
gone
yeah,
out of
it's
play. Zinchenko was sort of casually letting it run out of play, only to realise that the winger got around and nearly kept it in. Arsenal 1, PSV 0. Shall we have a little look at the Man United results so far?
Yeah, what's going
See
on?
if there's
in that game?
anything going on in that game. Will Harry Kane be back to
Surely,
remind Man
man.
United?
Surely he will.
Come on, then.
17 minutes in, 0-0.
Right. Well done.
Then
Good.
Declan Rice, very
That's it, go
composed
on.
with the ball. And Arsenal again. They need to just give themselves a couple of minutes of possession, Arsenal here.
Yeah, a few loose passes.
Seth, do you mind getting us the possession stats?
Yes, I can. You can go to that
Oh,
one.
lucky touch, but go on, keep
Go on,
going.
go on.
Drive with it. Drive. Keep going.
Right, that's it. Go on.
Havertz said, let it go, because if I get it,
Go to
that's
the-
a great bit of skill from
Yeah.
me. Bukayo Saka comes inside,
Shoot.
and he got the pass wrong just, but Trossard has kept it alive. Trossard 1-on-1 with the fullback. Oh, he's running into trouble. He's not got that
to help.
explosive burst, but he does keep
Nice.
it alive. So Zini gives it back
lovely.
to
Go on,
Trossard.
send it in now, Trossard.
Left it across the back post to Jesus.
Oh.
What are you doing,
Sure
fella?
what that was.
going on?
Where was he aiming for?
What is
He
going
went
on, bro?
the
I don't
complete
know what that
opposite
was.
direction.
This guy is crazy right now, bro.
Cecil, possession stats, my friend.
Yeah, so the possession stats so far, 52% to PSV, which is surprising actually, 52% to them, 48% to Arsenal. Fortunately, I don't have the pitch tilt, whatever the stat that is, so I haven't got that with me. But we also have Seville 1-0 up against RC Lens as well, something a little interesting. And one little stat while we're here, Bukayo Saka has just scored Arsenal's first goal in the UEFA Champions League since Theo Walcott netted in the 5-1 defeat to Bayern Munich in 2017. But I know we don't want to think about it too much, but when the Gunners last scored that goal, Saka was only 15 years old.
Wow.
Mad thing.
That's
Absolute mad thing.
That's some good information. Not all of it you want to hear. But
Back to you.
that is funny. That is funny. The first goal since Walcott in the 5-1 defeat. Thanks.
Oh, nice.
Drive,
Look at that.
Pitch tilt as well. It's a new one. I'll tell Graham about pitch tilt because he's been selling me short, not bringing that stat to tactical insight. Here's Declan Rice driving the ball a little bit. Zinchenko on the ball, and you can see Havertz really moves high up the pitch.
He's centre.
Basically up front.
Yeah, sometimes it looks like it's like 4-2-2.
Yeah.
Sorry, 4-4-2, sorry, apologies. Because there's just literally look, you can see they're right next to each other.
Havertz wants a goal.
Here's Odegaard, and he's gone wide to Trossard. Lovely.
You got to move. Come on, Havertz.
And he pulls it back for
Bang it!
Odegaard.
Oh
Saved
my God!
it! Never quite enough power.
Yeah.
It's a cutback from Trossard to Odegaard.
He's
and
on
then
it
his
though,
strike.
He's on it today, man. Odegaard's
yes,
on it today.
he
Slightly
is.
limply goes towards goal, but the keeper that time does pick up from the Jesus nearly rebounded finish.
To be honest, he shouldn't be dropping that anyway. The keeper's
Oh yeah,
he's been dodgy.
It's been awful.
Just blame the rain, man. Blame the rain.
It's really slippery out there.
Good old tie.
Mate, madness.
Oh, that's a turn.
No, Lang has just left Ben White and he comes
He
inside.
absolutely left him.
He's been their most threatening player as well, that Noah Lang, isn't it? He's been there.
Yeah. Goes around the outside. Gabriel, what a header.
Header, that's a great
Get
header.
that out,
That's
bloody
way
hell.
too easy.
That's a great header.
Yeah, not good enough from Zinchenko there defensively.
It's funny as well, they changed the Arsenal rules. I don't know if you remember, Arsene Wenger used to make everyone wear the same length shirt, but now they wear it what they
Go
want.
on.
Oh,
here's
okay.
Jesus.
Go on, Jesus.
Wide to Saka. Saka driving forward.
Go on.
And he pulls it back for
Trossard.
Trossard.
Beautiful.
Oh my God!
beautiful
2-0.
And that's a great counter
19 minutes in.
I thought you said you can't counter attack.
Oh my God!
Don't watch Tactical Insight.
I to see this.
Watch it.
You know what? Judges
What a
did
lovely
say it's a
goal.
bunch of bullshit, but I was backing you.
It's a bunch of
Aye,
them.
mate.
I don't think he went that far, but we know what you think now.
Well, listen, I was trying to back you, but look, guys, still watch Tactical Insight,
I
man.
just say it's a bunch of bullshit.
Where's Graham when you need him?
I didn't deserve that.
Hey, this is a
Love you,
finish.
James. I love you, James. Look.
Beautiful finish.
Cecil, how do you fancy a seat on the watch along second half, yeah?
I would have won. I'll be honest, that was a goal by
Lee,
Trossard.
go read out some possession
That
stats.
was slotted into the corner.
that is too
First time. That's unbelievable. Don't take away how difficult that is, by the way. That is slotted into the corner by Trossard.
think it's
It's an
a-
absolute goal. There's
love it,
more
man.
goals in this as well. The boys are going to be flying with confidence. And yeah, you might see me
Break it down for us, Charlene. 2-0 up. It's a great goal on the counter. I don't want to hear from Lee.
Absolutely beautiful. Listen, this game is. I love the way we're playing. We're doing really well. I feel like this could be a really high-scoring game.
It's looking that way. 2-0 after 20 minutes.
Wait, what did you say, James?
2-0 after 20 minutes.
I know, it's absolutely mental.
Look at Emirates crowd, loving it. Absolutely loving it. It's party times.
I want to say I said 3-0, so I'm not doing too poorly. Yeah.
Well, Lee's got what he wants, so you just know Lee is somewhere in that crowd going, no more goals. That's why he's not a proper fan. Turkish, you enjoyed that goal?
Yeah, man, beautiful finish. Nice counter. Jesus winning the ball back well. Saka assist and a goal now.
Yeah.
in his first Champions League appearance. So
Oh,
it's
nice.
all good, man. I mean, I'm looking,
Havertz to score! Oh my God.
I'm looking for 5.
I reckon Havertz will get on the score sheet today.
Yeah, expect
I've just
Havertz
got
goal.
I'm looking for 5 goals now.
He's looking.
And a clean sheet.
He's looking lively,
5-0,
Havertz, on the
5-1.
ball,
He
isn't he?
is.
He's looking a lot livelier on the ball. Credit to him.
That's
I mean,
a
that
poor
was
finish, though.
pretty appalling effort. But
I was like Jackson's nearly the other day.
did you?
Yeah,
see?
when
Aye,
they go.
that-
If they could do that for him on this one, though,
Mate, nah, that was
might be
too
300%
funny. It was
as well.
300%. That is bad.
And I
Basically.
still don't know if it went in, you know.
No, it did.
I don't know how it looked like
I
he hit
checked.
the
You know what?
post.
I checked twice. But you know what? I wanted to ask you, James. Seriously, what goal was better? Do you think this one that you scored today, Trossard, or the one against Everton?
Everton.
Everton.
You think Everton?
Left foot
Yeah,
across the
yeah.
body.
Open up and guide it. Like that.
Outward
I think
spin.
this one's better,
Off the
you know.
post.
This one is that is a surprisingly difficult skill. Like for people who I'm not having a go here, but for people who love watching football, haven't necessarily played it at any level. Like maybe that looks like almost past finish into the back of the net,
Yeah.
but when it's coming across you got to keep it down.
Yeah.
You got to then drive it back the way it came. It's almost easier to kind of
Oh,
swing
nice.
it then still away from you.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant. And Trossard keeps it alive. The run wasn't quite timed right, but Arsenal are having a lot of fun in the Champions League tonight. They need to bring out a match of the day for the Champions League or something. Gabriel on the ball. And Arsenal, Turkish, are not looking nervy. They're not looking in their shell.
Yeah.
They're looking focused
That's it, go on.
as they get dispossessed in midfield.
Shit. 4-4.
Bastard James saying
4-4. Selfish. He got lucky.
They're coming forward again.
Oh, that's a
also
poor
no
clearance.
line. They're probing well, PSV. I will say that.
It's an open game, man.
And right,
Raya, well
very
done.
open game.
Very good
Right, let's
starting
go.
position from Raya there as well. That's
you know,
something he done
do you know?
well.
I think the scary thing for Ramsdale
passion.
is, I think from what we're seeing, Raya is a good shot stopper. He looks to be very, very good with his feet, and I think the most important thing, he just looks a bit more relaxed and composed. So I think everything that Ramsdale does, it looks like Raya can or will be doing better. So I think it could be spooky times for him, man. I think
Nice
it could be.
there from
Declan Rice.
I agree though.
Is threading.
I think it could. I think it could be spooky times for Ramsdale for real.
I agree. I'm just loving this Declan Rice.
Oh,
Jesus got
Oh
it!
my God.
Lovely, lovely footwork from Gabi Jesus, who gets his first start of the season today, and he's looking in the mood.
It's looking sharp.
Mate, we are really up for it tonight, boy.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's crazy.
Saka looks good though.
Yeah.
Saka looks real good
I
tonight.
think we all look really good.
It's been his best game so far
Yeah,
this
that's
season.
what I was. Yeah, because a lot of people have been speaking about, oh, he's got the new money, the new contract in the summer. He's not really started off the season well. Has he got this Achilles injury, etc., etc.? Tonight he looks energetic. He looks good, and hopefully he can take it into Saturday. Sorry, we play
Sunday.
Sunday. Sorry, not
Or
Saturday.
Sunday.
Declan Rice's passing
Nice.
is
Give it Havertz.
absolutely
Declan Rice is just
wide to Trossard.
Go on, take him on.
levels.
Trossard,
Go on,
1-1
you
the
got
fullback.
Havertz there.
Oh,
He's
my God.
gone.
Oh, okay. What is he going to do? Is he going to
Ah,
shoot?
lucky.
Spun the play.
Oh, well done from Jesus.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's a good save as well.
Footwork is unbelievable.
Sorry, Lee.
You know when you can't believe it.
They're sourcing.
Jesus is on one. He's
Hey,
step over. You think he's hitting with his left.
He made him do the doggy.
He dipped
I'm
him.
wasted over here, blood.
Mate,
He made him do the doggy.
Wow,
Teach me how to doggy.
Bro, man.
unbelievable.
show us how it goes, Lee.
Hey, Cecil, come and do your little black flips from them. Come and show them.
Bro, I'm wasted over.
Next goal we score.
It's mad.
Saka with a corner.
Come on, let's get something from this.
Go on.
Who's on the end?
Could've
My
scored.
days.
Do you think he's unsighted by the person in front of him?
But I think you should score
Can we
that.
see a replay?
I think you should score that.
He's back post Gabriel. The ball comes into the box.
That's unlucky though. That's unlucky.
Nah, he didn't commit. It's like,
yeah.
did you watch the City game yesterday, Haaland?
Oh yeah.
It's like that. You still need to try go for it just in case.
Also, that guy's missing chances right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Sevilla lens as well is 1-1.
Is it? Wow.
Okay.
Correct.
What minute
Taking
are
my
we on?
stats, bro.
26th minute.
Sorry.
Let's go back to Cecil because he's feeling uninvolved. How you doing, Cec?
I mean, I'm good. I'm enjoying the game so far. Yeah, no, it's really good. The boys look like they're gonna get more goals in this game though. They're brimming with confidence. This is
How many shots have we had?
Champions League nights back at the Emirates, and we haven't started slow, which I'm used to seeing at Arsenal home. So it's nice to see a change. Big up Trossard and Saka as well on opening goals. It's a good start.
How many shots have we had so far, Sess? Because it feels like we've just been raining them in. 5, 6?
How many shots? 10 shots, 6 on target so far for
We've
Arsenal.
had 10 shots.
Bro,
already
we've been bloody. You know
26
what's
minutes.
going on? We're sourcing. You just saw Gabriel Jesus drop a
Yeah,
shoulder.
but 10
Hey.
shots.
Yeah,
that's
bro, 6 on
bloody
target.
hell.
Now the possession is also 57%
It's definitely
to
the
Arsenal.
best. It's definitely the best quarter of football we've played so far this season.
Yeah.
Do you all agree with that?
100%.
Against a team
By
that are
far.
4 for 4 in their division, so you know you've got to pay some respect there.
I think the big difference is Jesus as well, isn't it? Like he hasn't started a game this season. He hasn't really played many minutes, as well as Nketiah has done. I think he's a box striker, as we all know, and he doesn't do the link up as well as and have as much creativity as someone like Jesus. So I think when you see
That Raya pass.
it's madness, isn't it?
Lovely.
Bayern are 1-0 up as well.
There we go.
Lovely.
Yeah, there's been a red card at the Benfica game as well. RB Salzburg have 1-0 up.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
You don't want a quiz?
Oh god.
The Bayern scorer, surname is 4 letters, ends in A-N-E.
Mr. Mr.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Wait, who? What did you say?
Well done,
Sane.
Shaw. Well done.
When you said it, my brain went. He's trolling us here. It's not Kane. So who is it?
And this guy said Mr.
I was about to say Mr. I was like
Are
literally.
you the teacher?
No, I was about to say Mr. Kane. I thought it was Kane.
Shaw, well done.
Yo.
Brilliant.
Whoa, listen, an ex-Man City player against Man United. Fair
There you
play.
go.
Oh, lovely.
in the
Nice
blood,
ball
eh?
from Trossard.
Unlucky,
Nah,
unlucky,
Jesus is
unlucky.
actually violating, man. I love it.
Unlucky.
Love
Ball's
it.
rolled into the box.
Be
Into
careful
Jesus.
though, man.
And he little flick nearly puts himself in on goal, but he
But
can't.
going
quite
back
get
to that
there.
as well, with Sevilla, as Cecil said, it's 1-1. I mean, Turkish alluded to it. We should be going to there, and beating them because Lens, they're horrible. They lost quite a few players this season. I think they're near the bottom of the French league. We should be going there and beating them.
I look
100%.
forward to the next super fan debate with Lons fans.
Well,
Good and me going. Let's be honest, your team is shit.
listen, I'm here tomorrow for that North London Derby super fan debate. So let's go, man. I don't know who's lining up, but you lot better know what I'm saying tomorrow, man.
Honestly,
different day,
there are
bro.
certain people who can't go to certain places. Julian to Liverpool
Listen, man.
and Gooner Lee.
Listen, man. Listen, I live
Ham.
around a whole bunch of West Ham fans. If people know where I live, then come to me, man. Let's do this. Let's do this, man.
You sure you want to put that out there?
Listen, man. It is what it is, man. I told the truth, man. Gospel speaker me.
Got a super chat from Crosstech says in defence of Havertz, he's not getting service. Poor guy has no bars, but Jesus is never a bad option, so it's a tough choice.
Someone close.
And the strike there from PSV on goal. I think Havertz, while he's obviously not done anything headline and highlight worthy, I actually think he's had a really good start in terms of his first touch and getting involved. He's actually looking apart the game rather than just waiting for the game to happen and him to be on the end of it.
He seems on it, which is more in comparison to the last ball.
If we could nitpick though, he should have got that shot on target for sure.
Yeah, he should.
He should have got that shot on target for sure.
Yeah.
He definitely looks a lot more brighter as well. I was getting just a bit concerned, because there's been a lot of speculation over him. So I was a bit concerned over his confidence. But today he looks like a completely different player in comparison to what we have been seeing from him.
Yeah, I totally and utterly agree.
That Bella
Pairs up
Kotchap, I
again.
know a lot of
Pairs
people
again.
kind of wanted him in on loan when we didn't get another centre back.
He looks decent though.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't look too bad actually. I think he's showing out.
He's on your loan, isn't it?
Yeah, he's on loan. Yeah. But it would have been a good option to get for us, someone just to cover Gabriel if he gets injured or something like that. He looks strong. He looks good on the ball.
30 minutes in to our return to the Champions League.
And then we're 2-0 up.
I'm definitely looking the most fluid we have so far this season, but also the most open.
Ball in
Look at
behind.
the
PSV,
celebrations in the corner.
coming down the left.
Little deflected. Lang's driving at our fullbacks.
Go away with that one there.
Cross into the box. Were you worried about that?
Yeah, go away with it. That deflection landing. Into
He's,
his hands.
he's a good player though, that guy, man. He looks like a good player.
Isn't it?
You know what? He reminds me of Martinelli. When you watch him, he looks like electric. He's always going at his fullback.
Head
He's
down quite
Yeah,
direct,
he's
yeah.
direct. He reminds me of Martinelli.
All goes back to Raya.
No.
Pins out.
I thought you found Havertz.
Nice idea. He played a ball about 2 minutes ago to White, which I thought was brilliant.
That ball looked like it went off.
And Arsenal now settling in again. We seem to be having spurts of 5 minutes where we look like we're going to score with every attack. 5 minutes where we're just taking it a little bit easier on the ball.
Now, considering we've got a game on Sunday, if we did go 3-0 up, maybe in the next, obviously half time, etc., or the next 60 minutes or whatever, would you make any subs early, considering the game, or would you let them go out there and have the freedom of the pitch and try and get more goals, get more comfortable?
No, you're not scarred by Anderlecht 2015, 3-0 up in the groups. We end up drawing 3-3 at the Emirates. No one else remember that? Just me?
I think it's just a bit risky to think, all right, we're in this position, let's just make some drastic changes. So unless a player looks like they really need to come off or we need some fresh legs, I wouldn't really want to be too bold on making changes like that to unsettle things. So I'd pretty much keep it flowing the way it is.
Yeah, I think.
I think 3-0 up, you make changes, man.
Yeah, and it's 2-0 to Bayern Munich, by the way.
And listen, we've already lost Martinelli to injury.
I was going to say, you know what it is though? It's not necessarily about
2-0 Bayern.
Really? Who was the second goal scorer? Is it ending A&E again? This time starting with a K?
Nope. It's Gnabry.
Cecil, you're right there having a little dance.
Ex-Arsenal.
He's just singing
Cecil
to
can't
himself.
even hear us. Cess.
He's just having a little dance. Look at him.
Dancing and
Having a
singing.
little dance, having a little sing.
Can
Cecil,
you hear us? Are you still with us?
No, all good. We're just watching you have a little dance, a little sing, and just enjoying yourself.
I'll be honest, the Emirates is. I can hear the Emirates is loud.
It's not the vibe station. It's information station. If you could do your job properly.
It's
please.
vibes tonight, baby.
I'm singing with the crowd.
What are they singing? Tell us.
My singing's the worst. But,
What?
No.
Don't say that.
Your rapping's the worst. Singing.
We won the league at Anfield. We won it at the Lane.
Nice.
Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford. No one.
the first goal by Bayern Munich.
Vibes.
Oh no.
Oh, you saw it?
Really?
Shocking. Literally
Really?
goes underneath his hands.
Oh, we like that. We like to hear that.
He's done that in the league as well,
football's
ain't he?
live.
Was it their first game? I can't
No,
remember.
he's made a few.
He's made a few errors, yeah. But this one, it literally, he goes to dive and it goes underneath his hand.
That's a De Gea.
That's poor, man.
That's what they was getting onto De Gea for last season.
Thomas King says, absolutely loving this, guys. Thank you. Thomas, you're welcome. I'm not really sure what I've contributed to the performance Arsenal putting in, but
I reckon it must be the game.
you're welcome. What did Jordan say to someone from
You're welcome.
Yeah, was it?
He said, I don't even want to go through it again, but someone said, love the show, like you've helped me get through some tough times and so on. This Jordan guy goes, you're welcome. Oh, you're meant to say like, keep your head up.
Yeah.
Don't,
Jordan, man.
We're there for
don't let it get to
Jordan
you.
is the
This
gift
guy
that
you're
keeps
welcome.
giving, innit?
He really is.
Literally, yeah.
He is the gift that keeps on
Every
giving.
single week. What was it? Only last week. Like, how many times was he saying over and over again? Can you get a comment of the week? Ain't got it.
Yeah,
And then he just goes,
where's-
the comments are crap.
they weren't good enough.
Rice is giving the ball away there. Bit sloppy. Yeah, you go, comments are crap. Sorry, no, comments are crap this week.
Jordan.
You're meant to find the best one.
Jordan is too
Crap
funny,
this
bro.
week. No thanks.
Too funny, man.
And by the way, there is a live Forever Arsenal tomorrow, Thursday 11 p.m. And you always know the evening ones. Yeah, they're always a bit more.
Especially after a win.
Yeah, they're always a bit mad. So, especially when Leeds come back from the pub. Now, Arsenal haven't done anything for the last 10 minutes, and we're just sort of enjoying the occasion. But I hope they're not switching off, because it has been all PSV really. They've got a corner now. Let's see how Raya does with this. Wasn't asked to do too much in the way of defending corners against Everton. Credit to the team for that. PSV whip it to the box. And who's that?
Back out.
Yeah,
from the corner.
Declan. It came off Declan.
Yeah.
That's another corner.
Would you start Ramsdale on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean,
If we get another clean sheet,
No, you don't. No.
No. I tell
don't you
why.
think he will? I reckon
Here's
he
what I
will.
actually would have done. I'd have played him tonight and I'd played him in North London Derby. Because,
Ramsdale?
Yeah, because I think he deserves to play this game, having got us there. And then I think he has shown me that he can be a big game player in the North London Derby, and I'm willing to trust him and go with what I know. The one thing though, if you go with Raya, who's done well at Everton, if he comes through this and does really well, How can you bring in Ramsdale when he's been out the team?
Oh, that's poor, Keith,
Free
that's
header
poor.
for PSV there. How do you bring Ramsdale back in when he's not kicked a ball for us for... It'll be 3 weeks when he comes back in. All right, played in the England game. But if Raya's done nothing wrong, then why not go with that? I think Arteta's backed himself into a corner here, personally.
No, I think he's been bold with his decision, if I'm honest. I think
Okay, in terms of if he wanted to put Ramsdale in the team,
if he
I think
wanted,
he's made that difficult for himself.
but then that's assuming he wanted.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
I kind of get the feeling that when he brought Raya in and he started him against Everton, that was always what he intended to do. He thought to himself, it's going to be a shock to the system if I start Raya from game week 1, so I'll wait till the first international break.
Oh, what a touch.
And regardless of Ramsdale's performances, I'm going to bring Raya into the side. That's how I read the situation.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'm looking at it and I'm like,
Go on.
oh, lovely. That is.
How about that? Trossard is in.
Who passed that? Who passed it?
Trossard, and he goes to the back post. Jesus.
Bang it!
Jesus!
Fucking beautiful.
He deserved that! No, it's not 37th minute. 3-0.
Yes.
Come on!
It's
Yes.
so annoying because he makes the hard ones easy. He makes the easy ones bloody hard. Like
Yeah,
it's weird.
it's the way.
Arsenal are playing
mate.
so weird, Turkish, because we've
what a
actually
run.
our two
Yeah, he's
goals.
on.
Our two goals, the second and third, have come from us doing
Well timed,
nothing,
Trossard.
and then bam, scored.
Yeah.
Who passed that to him? Who passed that to Trossard?
Gabriel.
Oh, Magalhaes. Oh, that's a great pass.
That's a great ball as well.
Wow, that was a great.
Oh,
Just
Beautiful,
touch,
Jesus.
finish.
what a goal! What a goal!
That was a mad pass by Gabriel Magalhaes, though.
Bullet.
I also
How about that for a touch? Look at the way the ball's still backspinning.
just
as it-
perfectly.
Oh.
Just drops in front of him. Look at it. Touch.
Boom.
Perfect.
How about that? All right, let's go to the
Beautiful.
Vibe Station. Here's Cecil.
Vibe Station is vibes. Do you know what? Do you know what makes this even sweeter as well? Yeah, Serge Gnabry has just scored for Bayern Munich against Man United as well to make it 2-0. It's the old Arsenal. But listen,
Wake up, man.
It's right over here. It's right over here. Jesus, what a goal that is by him as well. What a finish. It's looking so good. 3-0 in the Champions League opening game for Arsenal. What a start.
3-0.
The
3-0.
treble
There is a
volley.
super chat, Cecil, for you from Crosstech. Cecil, we need a Champions League rap remix.
Yeah, whoa. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Hey, United View did it.
They did
This is a
actually.
good time to tell you, Cecil's got his own channel. Cecil G. Thomas. If you search that on YouTube, there's a Sidemen vlog there.
Yeah, I
There's
see the
a
vlog.
CONCACAF
I'm not
vlog,
Turkish.
and he will
I'm glad
rap
he's watching.
all day long for you on that channel.
Yeah.
He actually said
is
to me
jokes.
when he hits 10 subscribers, he's actually gonna go ahead and do a rap for us.
10 subscribe. Wait, is it a new channel?
Wait,
Wait, hold on. You don't follow one of your own cast?
No, I do follow it.
We're going
but
for 10. We're going for 10 followers still.
That's why I was like, is
subscribers.
it a new channel? Because I follow his other
No,
one.
he actually wasn't uploading much. He's only recently started uploading.
Okay.
That's the joke. No disrespect, Cess. But yeah, go subscribe. If he hits, go on, Cess, give us a number. How many subs?
Bro, I don't know. I'm not really. It's just my own personal channel. If you guys want to watch it, some of the
No, but we want to see the rap.
stories.
That's what we're saying. So we need to know what the people need to do so you see your rap.
I don't want to rap, so yeah. When I get to 5 million subscribers, you'll get your rap.
you're under pressure. Just tell him to shut up, man.
I want to see it though, man.
I actually really want to hear him rap now.
You lot are mad. Didn't you see that Rice video?
Dun, 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 dun.
And you lot still want to see more?
I think I liked it and I commented on it actually.
You like it?
He sounded alright, didn't he?
Yeah.
Listen, Declan Rice said he liked it, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Declan Rice smiled and didn't want to make him feel bad. Yeah.
Well, I said 3-0 to Arsenal, so looks like I'm not doing too poorly right now.
You know it's not going to end 3-0, bro.
Yeah,
No,
man,
I
we
think-
got some
no,
more
I
goals.
think
We
it's
got
gonna-
another 2
I think
goals
it's gonna
in
be
us
5.
at
I think it's
least.
going to be 5-0.
That's what I'm thinking.
You think we're not throwing this away? Come on.
No, we're not friends.
Do you know this club?
This is a different team now, man.
That's a foul, isn't it?
Jesus
Yeah, we're
fouled.
playing.
Nope.
It's like
Get
Arteta
up.
obstruct him as much as anyone else, to be fair. And
There's
he's
no way that we're
battling
throwing
hard
this
to win it back. Havertz getting stuck in as well.
Somehow.
But they've come
Nice.
out with it. Well
Lovely.
done.
Nice.
His own goal.
Open up.
Go on, release
And
the
he's
ball.
it was a nice idea. It was a nice idea. Poor execution.
Very poor execution.
Don't mind the idea.
11
He wanted
shots.
to make it look too razzle-dazzle. Just pass the ball, mate.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
When was the last time you had 11 shots in the first half of a game?
Yeah, I don't know. What was the word you would have used? He wanted to make it look too...
We never have that many amount of shots.
Exactly. Today, we're just playing like a completely different team.
Completely.
I get what you mean. He was doing too much.
It's almost like we look
Razzle
fresh,
dazzle. I'll look at
rejuvenated, vibrant,
Yeah.
energy,
They were waiting
That's
for
one
this
for
game.
tactical
That's-
insight.
Tomorrow's tactical insight thumbnail.
You see this
Razzling, dazzling
heat map
performance.
here? That was the razzle-dazzle in the game. Maybe you need me on tomorrow.
There's a reason you were
me
never
know.
invited back, mate, after that one appearance.
No wonder that's what judges told me about your show, man. Bloody
Bunch
hell.
of bullshit.
Listen, we were over
was
there behind the
outrageous.
screen, man. He told me.
Bunch of bullshit. How rude.
Listen, I was backing you to give you the point. You know I love you, James.
got a
But
yellow.
that's
You
what
too.
judges told me, man.
You were backing me for that
Come on,
point,
see,
by the
look,
way,
see,
which I
look.
still deserve. 40 sides, says great pass from Gabriel, but don't forget the goal kick from Ryan to Jesus, which gets us in
Ben White.
possession of the pitch.
Ben White.
Ryan's distribution is class. Ben White is on a yellow card.
He didn't need to do that, but it was
That
funny.
was, that
What did he
was so...
do?
And he grabbed his
He
foot.
grabbed the guy's ankle and just tripped him up, like pulled him.
If that was Rodri, he would have got away with that.
Of course we would have. Roger could have fly kicked the ref in the face, they'll be like, just a foul. One more and you're not
It's a good ball, you know.
good.
Good
And they're coming
reverse.
forward.
Oh, it's Burnley United weekend as well.
Boy,
Yeah.
it ain't easy, as
That
my good
company
mate Saeed
Give
says.
them one as well.
So he's still on holiday.
He went,
at the
he
game?
went to Munich.
He's at the game.
He went Spain first, and then because as soon as the fixtures announced, the flight prices from like Manchester to
And Luke de Jong, he's
Munich.
nearly in space there, but Gabriel
it's
does
like
well.
£800 for us to get to Sevilla each.
Oh,
So
poor-
it's probably
poor Robbie.
best to go somewhere and then somewhere else. Yeah,
Fair enough.
Hey,
but he's there. He's
It ain't easy.
it ain't easy.
I got
this your Mancunian
I got a show with him
It's
on
still
Thursday.
2-0.
It's going to be
Still
funny.
2-0. Good.
Funny to see what he says tomorrow.
3-0 to us.
I want the misery compiled on Man United. Super chat from Aaron Murray. A big thank you for contributing. Aaron, Andy Murray was also an Arsenal fan, so I'm just wondering if there's any connection there. Probably not. Very popular name, Murray. But you know what? You don't ask, you'll never know. Here's David Ryan on the ball, whose distribution, by the way, in this game has been brilliant. Has he picked out another here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my
is
word, he
so
has.
good.
Oh my
That's a
word.
foul, ref. Come on.
Are you fucking
Ref,
crazy?
are you joking me?
A ball from David Ryan.
How is that not a foul?
David Raya to get an assist today.
These refs from
Right.
Well, do you know what? That actually wouldn't even shock me. Remember I think it was last season. Who got an assist? Was it Edison?
Rams?
No, Edison got an
Oh.
assist last season because I had him in my fantasy league.
Against Haaland, he did. For Haaland against Brighton,
I
he
think-
pinged
yeah,
out the pitch.
yeah.
Haaland just bodied someone out of the way.
So it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
if
Yeah,
if
I
he
can, I
gets
can
one.
actually see it.
Brilliant goal.
Especially with Jesus, he's got such good upper body strength. It wouldn't surprise me if what you said, Raya gets an assist.
Ash says, we may have not won the league last year, but we have such a great group of young players and a top up and coming manager. Great time to be a Gooner. Absolutely, Ash. But then, you're right, and I feel all that. Absolutely. There's also still a pressure to
isn't it?
deliver at Arsenal. It's not just.
It's not just great group.
Yeah,
and
great
that's
group,
it.
great young manager, come a long way. But I know that
Wide,
you're feeling that they can get there, and I am too. Saliba just said to White, "You deal with that, mate."
Yeah.
If we win 3 or 4-0, what do you think what kind of message do you think that sends out in Europe?
Not a message
Treble.
yet. I don't think it's. I think it's too early.
No, don't say that. Come on, don't say that.
It'd be a great start.
You started it.
I'm with Turkish. I don't think it sends a massive message.
But do you think a team will sit up a note saying, you know what, like we're about it, or we're not nervous, or just it is what it is?
If we win 7-0, I'm not even joking. You get the odd we hit a 6 or a 7, and as you're looking through, as I did with Barcelona yesterday, you're looking through the scores and you go, oh wow, they were sharp. When you watch some of the football and the goals they scored, I think people tune into our goals and go, oh, they look a bit serious.
Yeah,
But
yeah. No,
PSV are no joke.
There's definitely, there'll definitely be eyes on us. Yeah, we look ready, but it's still
think
very early, man. Home
Yeah, of
game
course.
against PSV. This is what we should be doing.
Bakar saying 3-3 full time. Yeah, I mean,
Who's saying that?
let's
But
hope
you know
not.
what though, I think
Job's
if
not
we
done till it's
hadn't
done.
won, everybody would have said, oh look, Arsenal, no European
Oh,
heritage,
Jesus. Oh.
we ain't ready, we're nervous, yada yada. So I mean,
Kaya.
I don't know. I think people might look at it a bit different,
I tell you what I really want from Arsenal though, as we're just approaching half time.
2 minutes added on to this
I
half.
really want them to not take the foot off the gas second half. Funnily enough, weirdly, this first half, it hasn't actually been attack after attack after attack. We've just scored every time we've gone forward. Oh, Ben White, how about that for a run?
Wow, you might as well just finish with a goal, mate.
Keep going, mate.
forward.
Unlucky.
Isn't it?
Why did you stop?
It rolled onto his arm, ref, man. Where's this ref from?
Zinchenko, you need to get back.
Information station, if you could find out.
Like,
Please, Cecil.
They're coming through.
Lovely.
Lovely tackle, lovely challenge. Go on, Havertz.
That's it, go on. Run,
Go on.
boy. Run.
At
Go
this
on.
point, hold R2.
What happened?
To sprint.
Is that half time?
Half time.
Yeah.
The, ref,
Half-time.
the ref just said fuck it. man.
Before 2 minutes.
It's like the player said fuck it.
You know what though? You know that? Remember in AFCON, the referee was just blowing the whistle
Don't talk
mad
to me
early.
about
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
That
listen,
ref blew
that's
at
bad.
86 minutes.
Yeah,
He
that's
blew for
bad.
full time.
Yo, that's bad. Why are you stopping before the 2 minutes is even up? What's going on?
That's because the players stopped though.
Bro,
Havertz
so-
was running,
But
and then
not
he
his
just
fault.
stopped and...
Havertz started right to the
What?
tunnel. Job done.
what? Didn't the ref blow it before he stopped running?
No,
No.
Havertz stopped first.
Oh.
So anyway,
That's a joke.
If
Seen
they're on
enough
it, if
this
they're not on
half.
it, Lee, just it's true though.
Bro.
Just get in the back there.
Bro,
man.
it's crazy.
3-0 half time. God, this watch long's been a laugh. Hit the like button
Perfect
if you're having
45,
a good laugh. And it's been a really good 45, and it's not been like chance after chance after chance. But it has been a really, I think, first 15 minutes, Arsenal were all over him, slapping him about.
Yeah.
They go 1-0 up. And then actually, as we had that lead and starting to protect a little bit more, we've just picked our moments when to attack, and we've done it brilliantly, incredibly efficiently. We've had to do a little bit of defending, but we're doing it well as well. My only thing is, Arsenal, don't take your foot off the gas. Chelsea last year, 3-0 up. I remember a United game a few years ago. There are so many occasions where Arsenal do this. They take complete control of a game, and then they kind of just lull in the second half, and then they concede another one, so then it gets a little bit ropey, and then at the end you go 3-1, but actually we could have murdered these people. We need to see Arsenal just go murder them.
He murdered these people. This guy's a nutter. It's only football, mate.
I tell you what, but you're gonna get watchdog in you, bro. I'm telling you.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
Go for the kill, man.
Yeah, well,
I realised when I said it.
Do you know?
but considering my predictions 3-1 on Big Six and forever.
Yeah. Well, you're rooting for Noah Lang.
No, if that was the final result, I would find the positives in the second half negative.
Nah. We need a home. We don't need to concede at home, man. We always concede. I need a clean sheet. We need to get a clean sheet, man. We need a clean sheet.
It's looking likely that we will.
Especially moving into Sunday, going up against Spurs. We need a clean sheet, man.
Clean sheets, no murders, and we're good.
No killings.
Listen. Make sure the camera's on that way.
That's why I hate evening games. It's just any bit of evening content on AFTV. It's just that little bit more, like, you're not even thinking, are you?
Especially when you're 3-0 up in the Champions League at half time.
Very, very true. All right, Charlene, just quick thoughts. We're going to go to Cecil for half time as well. You're obviously happy.
Listen, amazing first half, great performance. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the team. We just look so vibrant, fresh, rejuvenated.
Yeah.
And to be 3-0 up, I mean, what more could you ask for?
Completely agree. Get your comments and thoughts into Cec, who's running the half-time show. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for kick-off to the second half. Arsenal 3-0 up against PSV.
Yes, people, welcome over to the info station for the half time. Obviously, info, vibes, whatever you want. I'm going with Vibe Station, but I'm going to give you all the information that you guys need during this half time. Gabriel Jesus has now scored 21 goals in 39 Champions League games for Man City and Arsenal. First Champions League goal for the Gunners. Also, this is the first time that 2 goals have been scored by a debutant at Arsenal in the same match in the club's history. So big up to them. Bukayo Saka, I believe, has 5 assists in 6 games as well. In tremendous form. It's a great start to our Champions League campaign. Thomas King with a super chat. Now, I say this a lot, if I'm honest. I say this to Turkish every day. I love you, Turkish, but stop being so level-headed. Let us dream. The amount of times I've said that to him, just let me enjoy, let me vibes, let me dream, man. Gerardo says, Lee, will you admit that Rice is better than Caicedo now? I mean, that's a question for him when they come back to it after the halftime break. I'm just going to run through some of the other scores as well that are currently going on in the Champions League. Bayern 2-0 up against Manchester United. Benfica are losing to RB Salzburg 1-0. Also have a red card. Napoli are beating Braga 1-0 away. Arsenal obviously 3-0 up against PSV. If I say PSG then. Well, you never know. It might come. Seville and Lens are drawing 1-1, and Real Sociedad are winning 1-0 against Inter Milan. Things are very good right now. And do you know what's funny? The game started, right? And I had this kind of I had the feeling of just what I've been wanting for a while at Arsenal when they play at home. I need a fast start. I don't want to see us concede early. Just, the things that we've been seeing of in recent times for Arsenal, and they've done that. Now I know the comparison's completely different because there's Premier League and there's Champions League, but I'm telling you, when we went away to Everton to go to St Park on the weekend, it was so difficult to break them down, and there was no intensity from the intensity was so different from Arsenal. But coming in this game and watching this game, you can see there's plenty of space. Arsenal creating a lot of space down that right side. Saka's getting so much joy, and like James actually mentioned, every time we go on the attack, it seems like we're going to score. That felt different. It felt so different on the weekend when I was watching us against Everton. I was like, it's so hard to break down. We're taking time to build up play, and it never seems like we had an opening. But in this game, it just literally feels like every attack we can go on and score. And obviously, it reflects in the result. It's 3-0 at half time. And being a player as well, being the opponent, going in at half time in a Champions League fixture at 3-0, mentally, you're coming back out in the second half thinking, okay, it's damage limitation. How do we keep the score down? I mean, the manager's going to try his best to try and get them, reinvigorated, to say, let's go out there and fight and try and get some goals back, close the gap. But I feel like this Arsenal side and the confidence is when you get an early goal. Bukayo Saka obviously wants to announce himself as a world-class player, and he's doing it in the best competition in Champions League. I think the confidence is so high. Even now, I know this is all online and social media, but I was reading everyone on Twitter, everyone on social media saying how Havertz arrived to the ground, to the stadium. Smile on his face, looks composed from when the Champions League music played. Looks very composed and focused since he's played in his first half as well. Seems very, very focused and in it. I know I want to see more from Havertz, I'll be honest. I don't want to just say he's done enough yet, but he seems like he has confidence. I feel like a lot of the players in this Arsenal side are brimming with confidence, and that's what you need going into the second half as well. We're 3-0 up. We want them to decimate this team. I want to see 5s. I want to see 6s. And I know James again mentioned it. You don't want to see Arsenal now relax, take the foot off the pedal. I want to hear from you guys as well. Would you think that Arsenal now should make changes and, start resting players for the North London derby? For me personally, don't want to see that. I want to see this is the team that's been selected for this game. Play a good 75 minutes, get it under your belt, and go and destroy this team. Go and send a real message. Even though it's the first game, the first leg for Arsenal, and I know the panel did say it's not really going to send a message, but I think if you hit 5 6s in your opening Champions League game, I don't care what it is, that's a message to me. So go and do that, Arsenal. Go and do that in the second half. Don't take your foot off the pedal. I hate, when you see Arsenal relaxing and easing off. We don't want to see that in the second half. Now I want to read some more of the super chats that are coming up, but before I do that, I am going to read some of the stats. So 11 shots for Arsenal, 7 on target, 9 for PSV, 2 on target, 52% possession to Arsenal, which actually we're definitely dominating play, but it is back and forth, but it does feel like we're more in control. 48% to PSV, 252 passes to Arsenal, while PSV have 234, and pass accuracy is 84% and 82% to PSV. The reason why I'm smiling right now, there's 6 fouls for Arsenal and 1 foul for PSV, and we have obviously picked up 1 yellow card, that is Ben White. I'm smiling because you see when Arsenal on the ball playing it around the back, just watch David Raya. He can't. It blows my mind. He leaves the goal completely empty. Obviously, becomes an option to receive the ball, but there's a ball being switched across play, even when there's no one in goal. And, back in the day, that old thing is don't pass across goal. But I just feel like the game has evolved so much. It's always fascinating to see. So keep an eye on that in the second half. I know James and Turkish did ask, who is this referee? It is the German referee, Felix. I don't want to say his last name. I'm going to butcher it. Zawaya. We gave it a go, people. Allow me, yeah? This ain't my thing. And in VAR, we've got Marco Fritz. The whole referees, all the referees are from Germany, bar the assistant VAR, who is from Spain, and that's Juan Martinez. Right, let's get to some of the super chats because I've done enough of the information. I'm here for vibes, I'll be honest. It's 3-0. Bro, I want to go to the Emirates and then do this half-time at the Emirates and then come back for the second half. But anyway, let's do this. So, Arpan, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much. Mr. Mad Hatter says, we are 3-0 and Man U are 2-0 down to start the campaign. I could not ask for a better start. No let up. I want 5-0 win for us. Now, again, that's kind of what we're saying. We don't want to see Arsenal, I think you're with me there, Mad Hatter. I think you want to see Arsenal just kick on. Let's not sit back at 3-0 and think, okay, professional performance, I don't want to concede, but let's just see out the game. No, go for more. Jesus is back, first start. Go and fill yourself with confidence. Havertz, go get a goal. It will just, I know it will lift off the roof in the Emirates. It's so mad. I just feel like everyone wants Havertz to score. So Kai, go get your goal. Go get, just go and make this 5-0. Bob says, with a super chat, thank you very much, Bob Kazi says, Ramsdale halftime sub incoming. I wouldn't mind that. A bit of pressure, but Ramsdale, if Arteta does an in-game sub of a goalkeeper, be very random, but it would give me a laugh. Arpan back with a super chat. Thank you very much. Arpan says, Arteta needs to find a permanent position for Trossard. This is going to be the big debate. I can already foresee it come in the coming weeks that, you know, when Martinelli's back fit, Trossard does all he can in this Arsenal side when he comes off the bench, or gets his opportunity, bar the Fulham game. He really let me down that game, but he's come back from that, and every opportunity he's had, he's taken it. But that's what it's about being a top club, though. Rotation. It doesn't matter about, you know, if he deserves a permanent start or if it's you know, backup. No, we want quality for quality. Real Madrid Arsenal says, nice game. My camera's on Havertz, a liability. I think people have been a bit harsh on Havertz, and for me to say that, because I'm still yet to see anything from him, but I feel like you shouldn't put your magnifying glass on Kai Havertz. I think just enjoy the game. He hasn't done anything terribly wrong. He hasn't done anything amazing yet, but just let him enjoy his game. He feels like he's bedding in well into this match. He hasn't been a problem. Allow him for a little piece. That's me saying it. And trust me, I'm one of his biggest critics. 40 aside, a regular here. Big up 40 aside for the super chat. Also, thank you just quickly to the person that commented on my channel when they were talking about my channel. Yeah, it's very new, but enjoy the content. 40 aside of super chat says, all season we've been saying Arsenal have not been fluid. First game Jesus starts, our fluidity is back to what it was last season. Class. Is Gabriel Jesus the catalyst in this Arsenal side? Is he the one? Because I think a lot of people have said Thomas Partey, but now they've got Declan Rice. When Thomas Partey's on the side, we still have that fluidity. Is Jesus that missing link? I don't know. He did score. Is he that missing link to give Arsenal the fluidity? I'm gonna let that one settle in. I'm gonna let that one simmer, because I need to think about that myself. Of course, it does seem like we are in more control, but that might just be because, you know, the opposition, we are at home. I don't know. It is a difficult one. I don't think. You let me know, people. Is Jesus the catalyst here? Is he the one when he's not starting, the missing link? Because when he came on against Everton, I mean, not loads changed, if I'm honest. So I don't know. He's definitely got a level of skill that I've missed and I admire watching. That sadly Eddie doesn't have when it comes to ball control and quality there. But Eddie does provide a lot for this Arsenal side. Right, David with a super chat says, hi Cecil, if Arsenal win the Champions League, will you convince Charlene to go on a date with me? David, I'll have a word for you, my bro. I'm a good wingman, you know. I can't lie. Dave, listen, let me just see your profile picture. Hold on, let me just see it quick. Yeah, okay, I hear that. I'll see if I can, we'll see what we can do, David, man. If Arsenal win the Champions League, I think that would be fair enough. I think that'd be fair. You know, Champions League trophy, a date with Charlene. I'll see what I can do. I'll have an answer after the stream's done. The information station has gone completely left if you're just tuning in. But hi, it's Cecil here. Normally, you know, here for vibes, but we're here for the information. Going to read out some more stats. Gabriel Jesus game by numbers versus PSV. 86% pass accuracy from Gabriel Jesus alone. 24 touches and 2 dribbles completed. 1 key pass, 1 goal. Blimey, Jesus, maybe he is the catalyst. That could be it. Maybe he is. 3-0 here at half time, and I just keep repeating it because it's such a joy to say. 3-0, we haven't conceded at home. It's the Champions League, our first game back. The light shirt at the beginning, it just all feels right. Very gutted I'm not there, because as you saw me vibes in earlier, I was dancing and singing because I could hear how loud the Emirates was. Singing one of my favourite chants. That is my favourite chant, by the way, currently, is the Ale, Ale, Ale. Anyway, Amir back with a super chat says, Project Get Kai Havertz to score begins now. Now, I don't want to see that because it feels like the Sidemen charity match when everyone's trying to make Speed score or they're trying to make Vic Star score. I don't want to make it be forcing, to try and make Kai Havertz score a goal. Just let the game naturally play. And then, if he gets a goal, he gets a goal. But he seemed like he's playing with confidence. So yeah, hopefully I see a goal coming for Kai Havertz, if I'm completely honest. So fingers crossed he does get it because he, in my opinion, deserves. He's done enough so far in the first half. I want to talk about the standouts. I want to know people in the comments who's your standout for that first half in that performance. Some people might say Bukayo Saka. I think he's been rampant down that side. He got an assist as well, which I mentioned earlier. 5 assists in 6 games. I think that's phenomenal for the young boy. He's proven why he is, to me, world class. I'm one of those people that say he is world class before this whole Champions League campaign, and people say you can't judge him if he hasn't played in Champions League, but I've seen him so much internationally and in this Arsenal side be so consistent, and consistency for me is a big part of my judgment for world class, and for me he is. Chancey with a chat says Trossard the standout. Jerome underneath him says Trossard the standout. Probably Trossard. Okay, so everyone's gone with Trossard for the first half as the main standout. Is my bias coming into me here by me saying Saka because he is my favourite player? Potentially it is that. But yeah, Trossard is definitely in for a shout. He's been superb as well since he's played in this first half. Carolina Guna retracted her super chat. Shame, I want to see what that is, but thank you very much for the super chat. Anyway, I believe that was your first super chat because there's some balloons next to it. Christian with a super chat says Martinelli doesn't walk straight back in surely now. Do you know what it is, yeah? I didn't have a big issue about Raya starting today, but I always go to don't forget how good Ramsdale's been. I don't like the disrespect that goes on Ramsdale when they see someone else in. I also want the same sentiment when it comes to Martinelli. Gary Martinelli's been superb since the start of the season and even the end of last season. So please don't forget how good he is. I know Trossard has been phenomenal, but let's not forget the qualities of Martinelli. I don't think it might not be straight back in, but if he suits the team we're playing and Arteta thinks he's in and should start, then that should be the decision. David with the super chat says, don't do that to me. My picture is from 2012. Charlene, I'll be honest, the picture's a bit mad, but it's all right. Well, update it, David, but I'm trying to set you up here, bro. I'm doing the wingman thing, bro. You've got to have a better profile picture. She's going to see it in a bit. Right, second half is about to kick off. Thank you, everyone that's joined me for this halftime interval and for this halftime show. Vibes always, information coming your way. We're going to go back to the team as the game about to kick off the second half. Peace.
And it's kicked off.
Here
we go. Same 45, please.
Yes.
Be ruthless.
That's probably a better way of wording it, isn't it? Be ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds much better, James.
And they're in on goal. Bloody hell, what's going on? For Saliba deal.
Nice that they're in on goal. Even that last, I don't know if it was a super chat or something, but this is what I mean. Sometimes people are so rash with their thought process. But all of a sudden, because Trossard got a goal, we forget, we don't bring Martinelli back in. Martinelli was our top scorer last season in the league.
Facts.
Joint with Odegaard. Martinelli scored a goal that should have been given against United.
I'm telling you, this guy is good, you know.
Sorry.
He's having fun.
No, he's come out of a completely different
He reminds me
area.
exactly of Martinelli a lot. I know
I can
obviously
see what you're saying. Martinelli's obviously better.
Turkish was going to finish off what we were saying, but he just reminds me.
Jesus, all right. He's at right back. Fair play.
Sorry, Turkish. Did we cut
Lots
you?
of things
I
being
finished.
said. I agree with you on the Martinelli Trossard thing. Trossard's got to do a lot because Martinelli's done a lot to have that spot in the first place.
Yeah.
He's good, man. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
I like Trossard a lot. I think Trossard's actually underrated.
I agree.
But
As well, I don't think you can just go off just
Another
because
goal from
someone
Raya
scores a
there.
goal. You have to go for who's best for the game and the game plan, innit?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Go on,
Saka, what a brilliant turnout.
Go
Release.
on.
You should have released
You
it.
should have given
he
it to
did a bit
Havertz because
more
Havertz
on
would have done a lot with it.
Oh.
No way is that a foul.
Come on,
ref,
Are you have it?
Henry says Zinchenko's been a standout. Pass picking has been perfect. Simon says the reason we look good is they're not setting up in a low block against us, and our wingers are not always 2v1. Yeah, okay, but we've punished them for that, so it's good.
I agree with that.
I think PSV are going to enjoy quite a lot of the ball this half, but like I said, I want to see Arsenal really take control. Don't just sit back and be happy with what you got. If anything, more than ever, you should be confident that you're good. You're going to score goals. You're going to be
That
fine.
is definitely.
Højlund has
2-1.
scored for Man United and pulled one
2-1,
back.
yeah.
2-1.
The comeback is on for Eric Ten Hag.
Ooh, that's nasty, man.
I've got to say, that is really nasty. They're not showing a good angle. There's another angle where You see him catch him quite high on the foot, but or Scally, I think it's pronounced.
Is
booked.
He's back up.
As long as he's all right.
Yeah, that's all I'm worried about. I don't want no players getting hurt.
Is Zinchenko on the ball? See, Havertz is really high when Zini has the ball. Vieira is always there as an option, but Havertz is really high now. Is that him not doing the job right, or is that instruction, do you think?
There, I'd say he's not doing his job right, because Zinchenko was looking for someone to drop in it.
Yeah.
That's why we've had to go around a bit more. But
Ben.
we also know that Arteta lacks his height and aerial dual winning ability, so...
How about that?
Nice.
Trossard's calling, he's in space. That's it, go on.
But why
Could
is
have
it
been a
just a
bit forward,
rose
man.
ball though? Just put some conviction behind it,
Is
Kai.
Jesus.
Send it in.
And it's defender work. I know, yeah.
It's Kai's pass that actually killed that move. because it was just,
He's
he
good, that
rolled
guy,
it.
though. I don't know who, he's got the dreads. He looks decent. This guy here, I don't know who he is, but he looks quite half decent.
I need to see it back, but I also wonder whether there was a ball to put
I
Jesus
thought he was going
through.
outside of the boot to put Jesus through. That would have been the one, but he just decided to P-roll it out wide.
Thoughts on Trossard in the left 8 role? Well, we haven't really seen him there too much.
In pre-season, he was there. He played there. He looked
A little
decent.
bit. He looked decent, yeah. I didn't see anything that made me think, that's the answer. I'm not even taking the piss when I give this example, but you know when Newcastle moved Joe Linton into midfield, it was just like, right, got it. Arteta did it with Saka. He's playing left back, left wing back, and then one day he was a right winger, and it just made sense. I haven't seen that from Trossard in the left 8, but at the moment we're trying to get that from Havertz. That we're trying to make that work. So, yeah.
Well,
He's got a lot to play with,
let's hope that we it works out for him, man, because he just needs to get a goal or an assist or something now.
Jesus is showing so well, isn't he?
Nice.
Okay.
So
Ben
exposed.
White with a lovely back heel into Saka, now into Odegaard.
Nice.
Odegaard finds Jesus! To cut
Jesus
inside.
chopped too much.
But this
now,
is what
man.
I'm saying, though.
What a
Like, why,
ball from
he does
Odegaard.
why is
He
it the
relies on
easy stuff? He makes it so difficult, and the difficult.
No ref!
It don't
What's the
make
rest
sense.
saying?
He's given a foul against Rice on Noah Lang.
Really?
But yeah, sorry, to your point, yeah, you're right.
It's so strange. Like, look, he's on. That's on.
I think he's off.
Look,
His
there.
hand looked like it
Look,
was
even cross it over to Havertz. Look, just there, something. But he just makes it so difficult when it's
he
like.
banged that in the back of the net.
Bang it in the net.
That was there for him.
Well, look at the goal he scored in this game.
Yeah.
Well, truly, really and truly, you're right. As a striker, you want him to have a shot, but there were two clear options, and he just made it so difficult.
And Ben White had to get on the ball there because he's on a yellow, and he did.
Just about.
Just about.
It's important.
But they're making a mess of clearing this, Arsenal. A real mess.
Did you know this? Yeah.
Why do PSV look like they've got like 3 extra wingers on the pitch compared to the first half? So don't they all look like wingers? Every
PSV
single one
are
of
good,
them.
man. They're not
They've
bad.
got that number 8, they've got that number 7. They've
Who's
got
this guy?
here, number 11.
Who is he? I want to check. What number is he? That one with the dreads. He looks
Cecil, can you
decent.
give us the name of PSV's number 11 if possible?
He looks
I can get
decent,
that. I
man.
can get that for you. Yes, number 11 is
Nice.
Bakayoko.
Bakayoko.
Yeah, he looks good, man. I don't know. I've not seen him before.
Gabriel now. Into Odegaard. There we go. Settle on the ball.
Turn. White on the overlap.
I like this.
Nice. Go on, let's keep going. Get forward.
Nice.
He loves the bridge.
Wide
He loves
on the
bridge.
outside.
Quite this.
Like,
Go get
You took too long.
Which way is he
We
going?
love a chop
don't
today.
know.
Them lamb
Send it
chops are all over.
Yeah,
the
why
place.
not? That's
Hold it
nice.
up.
Nice.
Finish! Oh, mate.
Keep the pressure. Go stay on him. Well done, Havertz. Well done, Rice. Well done, Gabriel.
He's a beast.
Keep going. This is good. This is really good work. Well done, Ramsey.
The recovery is sensational.
They're so bunched up, though, innit? Like, where's the width? That's where you miss Martinelli because he holds the touchline, innit?
Odegaard loves that right
Harry
foot
Kane has
touch
scored his
to
first
set
goal
onto
for
his left,
his
didn't
first Champions League goal
Gave it
for
away there, but
Oh, did Harry Kane
Bayern
score?
Munich 3-1.
wow.
Scored a penalty.
Imagine my luck.
What was your reaction, James?
I would have brought Ten Hag an extra 2 weeks into the job. But
Did you see what he said about Davies as well, innit? Before. It's
he
crazy.
said he's not a good defender, so he put Pellistri up against him.
It's crazy, man.
Guy that bought Malaysia.
That is crazy to see.
Got some cheek in it.
Yeah, mad. And the guy that made Bruno captain.
It's so true.
It's mad.
So true.
Kane.
There's a Kane penalty as
Well
well.
done, Kane.
We know how it feels.
Well done, Kane.
They're in behind PSV and Rice clears. I don't like how much joy PSV are having.
Down that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting a lot.
You know what though? Sometimes you got to chalk it up. Look, I think Noah Lang's played well, man. I
Yeah,
think
he has, yeah.
Sometimes you just got to say, look, you're up against a quality player. I'm not saying that that's an excuse, but you got to chalk it up. It's harder to defend than to be an attacker. And I think he's earning his wage today, man. Like, and this number 11 again, I've kept saying it. He looks good, man. I think
Bakayoko.
Bakayoko. They look like good players, man. I'm not saying that Arsenal shouldn't have enough to fault them, and I do believe we have been a bit open, but I think they look good.
Yep. No, I agree. Noah Lang, in particular, is at bright, but at the same time, I don't think PSV have shown me anything in possession or as like a structural team or tactically that's made me think, they're really getting the best of us here. We're 3-0 up.
Yeah, no.
So let's just keep.
Look at the strength.
Gabby Jesus, oh my word.
Go on, Saka.
Well done.
Where's the
People
overlap?
tell me Eddie's stronger than Jesus.
Where's the overlap?
Who says that?
Bruv, I see people saying it. That's one of the
that's
reasons
poor
why
Saka.
he'll get picked in certain games.
That's poor, man. That's poor.
Laurie says it.
Pretty sure, yeah.
I'll have a go on him next time. Go at him.
Laurie does it. He does it for the shits and giggles, man.
What are you laughing at?
You said you'll have a go on him.
No.
Yo. I know it's after 9 o'clock, but
Oh,
I mean, there are
saying this
kids
to my guy
watching.
just trying to
Come
watch
on.
football.
Have a go at him.
Bro,
yo. Come on.
Oh, man.
Yo,
what training is this? The poor guy's just there watching the game.
my dad.
Where is Laurie today?
He's about.
He's what?
He's about. He's on DR.
Oh, okay.
He's about. Here's Zinchenko.
Yo, what's going on here?
10 minutes of the second half pretty much played. Carolina says Raya's our number one. If he also starts the giggles now. If he also starts on Saturday though, it proves that was the plan the whole time and Ramsey will be gone by the end of the season.
Oh my God.
That is crazy.
That is drastic. That is a wild comment.
But what
I actually don't think hello Erdogan. I actually don't think it's that wrong though.
Don't you?
No. I think if he plays all three of these games, he's decided his number one is.
I don't think he'll play. I think Ramsdale will be better suited for the North London derby. The fact that he's sort of played in it before, he's got a bit more of an understanding of what it means, as an Arsenal player in that respect. I reckon Ramsdale will be back in on Sunday.
Yeah, how else do you want Raya to understand it though?
Yeah.
He's not going to understand.
I guess when you look at it like that.
Oh, he's offside.
He's offside, yeah.
He looks
I
offside.
think the only question you've got to put to Arteta is, has Ramsdale done enough to basically have the Leno treatment and be shunned out of the team? I don't think he's been bad enough to say, you know what, we can't have you in this team anymore. And I don't think there's that much of a clear level between the two to be like, look, you ain't getting back in this team. I think that's a bit too much.
Can I just touch
Yeah,
on
I
what Turkish said though? That it's fine margins against City. And if Raya is by fine margins better than Ramsdale,
Yeah.
then he plays.
Do you guys feel like Raya's better than Ramsdale?
Ask any rival fan. When we signed Raya, they all went,
Yeah.
they've
But do you know what?
Everyone. It's only Arsenal fans protective of a player we love, and we've seen a lot of, so we've seen his best.
I'll be
who
honest.
said, he's not better. He's not better. At best, they're level.
I think they're on the same level. They just have different qualities.
I think I think they are pretty much on the same level. I think if you had to look at the goalkeeper's attributes, I think you would pretty much get a 50-50 split. The reason why people don't like Ramsdale is because
You don't know.
he jeers them up.
Goalkeeping attributes, if you take last season for example, 9 out of 10 statistics, Raya beats him.
No, but you can't go off one season because I've seen Raya make a mistake in the Championship. Was it the semi-final or the final at Wembley,
Yeah,
where the free kick went in and he looked pony. So we can do that. We can pick and choose when we want to do it.
Yeah, but if someone,
Just so you know, Declan Rice and Luke de Jong are getting in a back and forth right now, and Luke de Jong is
Tell
being
him,
an
Deckers.
absolute. Can I swear? He's being an absolute prick. He's
Oh my
gone in
God,
for a
James
challenge with
swearing.
Declan Rice. And Declan Rice, having passed the ball, you know what happens when you pass the ball? Your foot goes up because you passed it, and he's caught the top of Luke de Jong's ankle. It can happen in football. It's a contact sport. Luke de Jong's been mouthing off at Declan Rice, saying, you did this, you did that. And Declan Rice is trying to tell him, I didn't mean it. Look at this. Look, all eyes on the ball, just going to pass it. But catches him a bit,
100%,
and Luke de Jong is making an absolute meal of it. Just shut up and get on with the game.
Reece Nelson
Oh
coming
my
on.
God, I've never
Okay.
seen.
Wait,
Never
who's
been so
taking off?
precious on the
Oh,
pitch.
and Tommy.
Clearly didn't mean to do anything. It wasn't him tackling.
Because VAR is so soft and shit.
Yeah.
Players are gonna play in that
No,
moment.
I think he was genuinely offended by that. I think he genuinely thinks Rice left a bit on.
Probably wanted VAR to look at
This is
it.
the early
I don't know,
goal.
maybe the way he's reacting, I'm like, relax, man.
This is good management, you know. This is good management, and we said, is he going to make subs? But this is good
quite
management.
early.
This is really good management, man.
So Reece Nelson and Tomiyasu are coming on for Trossard and Zinchenko, so they're completely changing the left-hand side.
I think Zinchenko's a good sub off. I think Trossard should have stayed on.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm
though?
a bit surprised. That
You know what? I
Maybe
think.
Jesus off and Trossard in the middle.
Or Saka.
Yeah.
I think.
take
that-
Saka off.
You know what? You got to look at it though, right? I think if you're going to play players in this season, you've got to learn to trust them, and you've got to play them in games. And this is a game where you can get the minutes. It is an important and meaningful game, but we're 3-0 up. So even if you could concede a goal, you don't think you're going to concede that second one or the third one. So I think it's good management, man, and he's made it before the 60th minute. How many times did we scream for Arteta, Arsene Wenger to make a sub? So I think this is really good from him, man. He's learning. I think that's an involvement of a manager.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
I agree.
I think he probably senses that Arsenal aren't having the fluidity in this game that they were, and then what you've got is Tomiyasu very good defensively, Nelson very direct and pacey going the other way.
Yeah.
So he probably thinks it just suits the game state right now, but
Play.
Arsenal I think need to just up it a little bit. Saka, there's two poor passes there.
He's in that position now.
That one and then one a couple minutes ago.
It's so inverted though.
And now it's
Tomiyasu.
gone wide. And they've gone for the ball into the box.
Keeper.
And Raya
Yeah.
deals with it. 2 super chats. Andrea says, do the rest of you agree with Lee that it's harder to defend than to attack? I wholeheartedly disagree. It's harder to create than destroy. I agree. I think it's harder to attack than defend. Carolina says Rams will likely play. Raya is better though. And is this a corner or Arsenal?
Should we get a poll on this goalkeeping situation?
As we're about to, let's get a poll going.
I'm going to
I
vote.
am intrigued to know. My vote is I think they're equal.
What's the poll? What are we asking exactly?
So we want to know which I don't even like saying this, which goalkeeper is better, David Raya or Ramsdale, or are they equally, on the same level with different attributes?
Raya, Ramsdale, or are they
Equal.
largely level?
Yeah, but I think people are going to put Ramsdale because he was an Arsenal player for longer.
No, I think people will be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I say they're equal.
I think they might have voted Ramsdale back when we were linked with Raya and they didn't know what was going to happen. Here's Reece Nelson now. I really hope he has a big impact because I've liked Nelson. He's been coming on. Off the
Yeah, he's
bench.
been good, man.
I just hope he can sort of do a similar thing. Let's go over to Cecil for just some match stats and some reaction to these first 15 minutes of the second half.
It's been pretty much a lot of Arsenal. PSV obviously been kind of attacking, but I think Arsenal really holding them off. And obviously we've just seen the 2 substitutions. The question is really, are they substitutions to save these players for Sunday's game, or are they just tactical substitutions for the game to maybe see it out or get more goals? That's the question. I know James mentioned about Reece Nelson. I hope he does add himself to the score sheet or at least get an assist. It's nice to see him back. Tomiyasu's playing very inverted since he's come on, obviously doing the Zinchenko role. I haven't seen him do that so often, so it'll be interesting to see how he copes with that. I know the poll is in the chat as well.
Havertz?
Just narrowly missed by Jesus there. Havertz in the build-up. The poll is going on. 541 of you have voted so far. Raya's 40% winning so far. So Lee did say, they think they're going to go to a sentimental pick by picking Ramsdale, but Raya is winning currently with 41%. Equally as good, 44%, and then Ramsdale 15%. But yeah, good first start to the second half. I want to see some more goals. Got to kill off the scene. I want to see 5.
Was that good by Havertz or a poor decision? Because it feels like it's difficult for Jesus to do much with
No,
that.
I think Jesus should have scored.
Do you think?
Yeah, he's technically sound enough to outside of the boot get that round, get it on target at the very least.
It was
I don't
nice.
think that
It
was bad
nice.
from Havertz.
No, I'm not saying it was nice. I'm just saying
He could have shot.
Yeah.
He could have shot. And when it turns out like that, you maybe think, you should have shot, but
I like, for me, there's a little bit of sign of confidence when you go for a dink and a sort of a feint and a cross rather than a shot. So hopefully he's warming up into it. Havertz, a couple little touches through his legs that look nice. Let's just hope he's settling. 62 minutes, PSV on the ball. Arsenal just sitting in a fairly decent shape, really.
Good.
Nice
Good
switch
ball.
Nice switch balls, PSV. The poll's going.
Let us know what's it saying so far.
42% are saying equally as good, 41% Raya, and 17% Ramsdale.
Wow.
And PSV get a strike at goal.
Straight to Raya.
Raya holds on.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's what I think. I genuinely don't see there's a huge disparity between the two. I think they're pretty much, I know obviously Turkish said that last season he came out on top, Raya, in pretty much a lot of statistics, but I don't know. I don't know.
I do think a lot of like goalkeeping statistics, like they're also based on how much you have to do. Like, you know.
But the argument is that he would have had more to do at Brentford than Ramsdale at Arsenal.
That's what I mean. So does that inflate the numbers a bit?
No, because when you have more to do, your percentages are more at risk of being lower.
Oh, I see, evening out. So like if you were to get anything wrong or make mistakes, that's more cult. Yeah.
If you're taking on more shots per game, then you're more likely to have a lesser percentage than someone who only takes on a few shots per game.
I think the percentages is the right thing to look at. It's like, of the amount of this thing he had to do, how much of it did he do? Right?
Like, the ones I'm looking at is just obviously passing, shot stop, like coming for crosses. Those are the obvious things.
Short pass, long pass.
Types of passes, ranges of passes. You know, the accuracy of his passing, all those things.
Sky Sports did it at the start of the season, a little comparison table and whatnot.
And what was the outcome of it?
Ray had most, I think Ramsdale had one advantage over him.
Oh, okay.
Well, we had a look as well on.
Nice.
Wow, Saliba.
Oh my God.
That's our centre back, you know.
He went from really
I like that.
effing it all up to
That's our centre back.
William
out of it, like-
Saliba.
That is actually
was
ridiculous.
absolutely outrageous. For any of you who haven't seen, he's in a really tight space. If he gives it away, they're basically through on goal. And he just, what do you call that skill?
that's funny.
He just flicks it from his right boot to his left and drives out the space. Well played.
You know what it is as well, yeah? We got a lot of, this goes back to the connection. Remember in America when Robbie asked a lot of us, would you take Mbappe at Arsenal? And a lot of us people said no. No one loves Martinelli more than me at AFTV.
No,
but
true,
if we can get Mbappe, bro.
Madness.
I want to see Martinelli up top maybe.
Bro.
So this is what, there's certain people that would rather kind of hold on to what we have at the risk of not getting better. But at a certain time you have to take these risks. We had a great season last season in comparison to previous seasons and a hell of a lot of previous seasons, but we still came short by a hell of a lot. City were essentially 10 points clear of us. They played weakened teams in the last two, and that's where it became 5 points.
Yeah.
So there's room for improvement.
Declan Rice, well done.
Nice.
He just covers so much ground. Gabriel on the ball now.
Everyone's fuming that Saka's still on. Mad.
What, in the comments?
Is that more for protection that they want to
Everyone's
take him
going, let him play. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, super chat from LC, give Saka a rest. Why take Trossard off?
And this is that was the first thing I said. You know, this whole debate about the keepers. Is he going to do the same thing with some of the known favourites? You know, Saliba, I know obviously you don't change centre-back pairings. But
there's a sub being warmed up on the bench and he might surprise a lot of people.
It's Smith Rowe. Is it Smith Rowe?
Might be someone we're looking forward to see.
Is it Smith Rowe?
You're the information
ESR?
solution.
This is ESR.
Do you know what? I can't lie. When I saw Nelson coming on, I was thinking, I wonder if Smith Rowe is going to get minutes.
Is this his first? These are the first
So he's
minutes
going
of
to
the season.
stand ovation.
Has he been subbed on?
There he is.
ESR and Vieira.
Right, so
We're at 66
Cecil, you've got a task for you,
minutes.
Cecil. Basically, you're going to be on a desk where you've got to give us information.
But I'm going to keep you guessing.
Someone's warming up. Oh, who is it? You're going to like him.
He's playing Cluedo over there.
That's good. Who is it? Well, I'll tell you what, when you see who this is,
Got to show
who is it?
You can't show your cards. I like to keep you guessing, you know?
But this is good management, man. This is good management. The game's kind of at a low right now. You know, bring on the players that can spruce it up a bit.
This
take
what
off some of the
Arsenal
important ones. Havertz will probably come off. Saka will probably come off.
Havertz needs to stay on for 90 minutes.
You think?
Bro,
Okay, he's done.
Do you know what? You know what I think he'll do? He'll take Jesus off. He'll take Odegaard off. He'll move Havertz up top.
Oh, shit.
And he'll go
Okay.
Smith Rowe.
Here we
Vieira.
go.
Vieira, yeah.
Oh.
Which kills our width, but it is what it is.
Right, let's
Smith Rowe and
see.
Vieira
Oh yeah, look, Jesus coming
for
off.
Odegaard. And so Odegaard will come off and Havertz will
And
go up front.
Saka.
Yes, who's
Yeah,
come off?
yeah.
Saka?
Jesus and Saka.
Well, ignore
You know
what
what,
I just
I'm
said.
gonna
That's
give,
an absolute load of waffle. So Jesus is off.
Play Jesus, man. And
Yeah,
Saka.
yeah,
So
he had
then-
an excellent game. I'm gonna give some real props to ESR. Let's hope he has a good game today, man.
Well done. Champions League goal.
Jeez.
Gabby Jesus.
Really
He's done that before for City.
Let's-
So actually, so
He's
my
got one
theory
sub left.
about Havertz might be right.
Yeah, because he'll go through
Yeah,
the
yeah.
middle.
It is right, just in a
ESR
different
on the
way.
side, and
Okay.
Vieira
This is what I mean now. Our
in
width's kind of, it's
Havertz.
only Nelson
Oh.
left, innit?
Yes. So Vieira is really impressed when he's come on in the midfield three. Couple appearances, start against Everton. Now can he impress out on the right? Because, you know, maybe he wants to use it in the way Pep uses.
No, don't you think ESR is gonna go to the right? He played there for England's under-21s.
I'm convinced it'll be Fabio Vieira.
What, to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think ESR is going to be on the right.
That's what I
But no,
thought.
Fabio Vieira looks there, so I'm wrong straight away.
Oh, okay.
But he did play there for England under 21.
No, yeah, but yeah. He could.
Coming up to 70.
But no, you can see, look, ESR's in the 10 row anyway, straight away. So
Yeah.
you were right.
Odegaard, Rice, Smith Rowe, midfield three. Vieira out on the right. Havertz up top. Nelson on the left. So the whole front three has changed. Wholesale changes in that front three. Noah Lang looking really dangerous.
This guy's good,
Let's see how
man.
he
He's
and
very
Rice does
he's
well to
very
pull
good.
out that challenge with Luke de Jong. And Vieira shows
Nice.
composure. And Odegaard does well as well.
Nice.
Down the line. For Havertz, that's good.
Go on,
Well back to go on, Kai. Go on, Kai. Here we go. Where are you going?
Oh, shit!
Give it 10 more.
Oh, too wide.
He was in then.
He was too wide. He went too wide with it. He
I've
went-
never seen a man.
Back
Oh,
yourself.
and Nelson. Rolls it to Odegaard.
No way. No way.
Odegaard with the strike.
No way.
Come on!
Yes. Have it.
4 goals away.
4-0.
He's only, that's
Fucking
mad.
imagine
11 goals away
Mental.
from last season. Mad.
When he's on the ball, he's fucking
Odegaard
magical.
loves that strike, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I love it as
Same
well,
one like
mate.
Spurs away last season, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he should have had a goal that was offside against Man United as well.
How about this?
Saved Emil Smith Rowe there.
Oh, you know the Fulham one as well.
Crazy.
Where
Oh,
Havertz
no, it was
comes
Fulham,
back,
sorry, apologies, yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
sure.
Because he
Smith
scored
Rowe
against
did
Man
really
United,
well
too.
there. Yeah, he loves that
Look, he took
strike.
this extra
Nelson
touch.
does well. Into
Set
Odegaard.
himself. Extra touch.
Nice.
Lovely.
See, that was what, look, and that's what I say.
Brilliant strike.
If this was when he first came, he would have never shot. We were begging him to shoot.
Exactly.
No, when he first came, he was actually shooting.
No, sorry, it was the season
On loan.
after.
When he signed for us properly,
yeah,
that's when it
that
kinda-
season. Apologies, yeah.
Because he had that long
Nice
one against
Odegaard.
West Ham.
Yes, yeah, you're right, yeah. I mean,
Kartik says, sorry, just a quick super chat. Kartik says, I will wait for Havertz to come good because I trust Arteta's recruitment, but for now he's very much a passenger. Also, James, can you look at why Odegaard never passes to Kai? Is it a tactical thing? I just think their combinations are with players in different areas of the pitch. Sorry, you were saying, Lee?
I was going to say, I just can't believe we got him for 30 million.
I know.
I literally cannot believe that,
35
you know, well, 35. I think a lot of people were talking about Basuma
No, but yeah, you're right.
for 25 million. I mean, that's great business, and I'm not going to hate, but I cannot believe that we got him for that cheap.
I agree. Completely agree. Smith Rowe really played his part in that as well, didn't he? Winning the ball back, showing some real strength and appetite to really contribute. And Arsenal 4-0 up.
But he should have done better with that pass to Reece Nelson, though.
Who?
Emil Smith Rowe.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, nice
That
bed
was a
one.
simple pass.
Fabio. Well done. That's
Nice,
nice from
nice.
Fabio. Here's Reece Nelson.
Go on.
Take him on.
Nelson running at Teze, the fullback, goes down the outside. Blocked.
Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of opposite to what Havertz did in the same position. Just he waited for everyone to come help him. He's just like, let me just see if I can get a goal right now. It's 4-0. That's what I mean about Havertz, bro. Just go. It's 4-0. If you're gonna risk anything, take these risks now.
If ever there's a time to drive aimlessly towards goals,
he's fast as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Guy waited for the cavalry.
According to Football Manager stats, that's nearly nice.
He's the fastest midfielder in the Bundesliga, apparently.
And Gabriel wins his header. Woo! And here's Ødegaard now on the ball.
There's the highlight show tonight, 10:30.
There we go, perfect. I look forward to that. Ben White, nearly tripping on the ball. Keeps it alive.
When he's on the...
I actually think Ben White might be my last sub. If it's not Jorginho for Rice, it's White for Kivior, and then just put Tomiyasu right back.
Jorginho Rice would be good though.
Rice. I agree. I do agree with that.
He's pretty much played every minute.
Yeah.
So would you start this same team against Spurs on Sunday?
Nope. I'd stick with Vieira, but
Yeah.
I think he will play Havertz in the North London derby actually.
I don't know that he's kept Havertz on, but I wouldn't be surprised either. I think I'm with you. Same team, Vieira.
Oh,
Havertz,
nice. Who was that? Odegaard.
Scintillating foot. Oh, Tomiyasu, hello. How about that? Reece Nelson driving into space. And Emil Smith-Rowe keeps it alive.
He loves that left-hand side, isn't it?
Yeah. But actually, the way our central midfielders play, it's going to suit him because they often come really wide so the wingers can come in.
Fabio.
Hello.
Oh, love that, Fabio. Go on.
That is lovely from Fabio Vieira. Can he pick out a pass? Here's Kai Havertz.
Oh,
He wants to shoot. Yeah, he wants to shoot. He wants to
Blocked
shoot.
effort.
Unlucky.
What's the poll saying now about the goalkeeping situation? Is it still up?
I feel like, what's it saying? It's 3,000 votes, 41% equally as good, 40% Raya.
Awesome.
So,
Still pretty much the same.
He wants
Go on,
a
what
goal
was you
now.
going to say before, James?
Havertz, he's getting that striker.
No, nothing.
No,
Doesn't speak on Havertz, but you know what? He's really involved, and I'm just happy about that. Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not demanding his confidence comes back. Like, he can't help that. That's got to come with time. But I do demand that he plays with a degree of urgency and tries to get involved at the very least, because your confidence is never going to come back if you always hide away from it. Today, far more involved. Not always the right decision, not always looking as confident, but definitely involved, and it's good to see.
Oh, lovely
Reece
touch.
Nelson, hello, you taking the piss?
Do you know what though? I don't. It's so weird. I actually don't think even if Havertz gets a goal, his confidence will improve. He doesn't strike me as that player that.
Say again.
He gets goals and his confidence kind of raises.
I saw that was the stat.
So only Kevin De Bruyne has scored more goals from outside the box in all competitions for Premier League clubs since the start of last season than Martin Ødegaard.
For Rice.
Rice is off.
Yeah. Okay.
Jorginho on.
Jorginho.
Well done, Rice. Amazing as always.
Rice, baby.
Love
There
it,
we
love
go.
it, love it.
Can we get a quick rap from Cecil? Over to you, Cess.
No raps over here, but actually,
Come on.
Rice, baby. Now, big up. I just want to quickly say as well, big up Martin Ødegaard, the player that was, trying to find a club to settle in at. He went on so many loans, and just since he's come to Arsenal, he's been just gone from strength to strength. What a goal he took!
He's a
earlier
Man
for his
City player
fourth as
I
well.
think.
Back to you guys over in the panel.
PSV making couple subs.
Yep.
Bella Kotra's off.
15 to 20 minutes left of this game, and Arsenal have just played it like any occasion. But I think Turkish, every time I say that, I think there's a part of you that thinks, but they should play like any other occasion. It's the Champions League group.
Yeah.
And they've done that.
Thrive on it. At the end of the day, yes, nerves can come from it, but so can a step up in performance.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happened today.
I agree.
Early goal helped, but 4-0, 15 minutes to go. First Champions League game back in how many years?
Yep.
And a much better performance against the team we faced last season where we shared points, right?
Yeah, a point. Yeah, 3 points, 1-0 at the Emirates, and
Yeah, and 2-0
Yeah,
to
2-0
PSV.
we lost there.
Yeah, great. So I think all in all, perfect start. Clean sheet would be perfect.
Yep. That's what I want, man. I want the clean sheet, man. I want that clean sheet, man.
we've got goals, that's for sure. Arsenal
I think there's another 1 or 2 left in it for us.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I mean, we could have easily had, well, especially in that first half, another 2 goals quite easily. Jesus, he had I say a miss. I don't even know what he did there, but we've been good today.
Arsenal have had a much better fluidity about their performance today. And the thing is, we've not even been camped in the opposition half. Like, you know what's weird, right? And you guys might think I'm mad, but just hear me out. Territorially, that Everton game, we were more dominant in that they never got near our goal. We were constantly playing in their half. They just couldn't get out. And we had total control. And even though it was 1-0, I'd argue it was more like dominant just in terms of like the play. But in this game, far more cutting, far more clinical, far more fluid, far more inventive in the final third. And so we've been allowed to just go, cool, you have the goal, you have the ball a bit, because when we do come forward, we know we're going to hurt you. And fair play, Arsenal. It's been a really good display. Havertz wins his header. It's good. I've liked a couple of things from Vieira out on the right as well early on.
Yeah, I think again Vieira's come on. He's wanted the ball. He seems confident.
Yeah, few turns of pace.
This season, he's really stepped up.
Yeah, agreed.
He's another good. You know what? He's good because he now becomes part of that proper squad. He's not like El Nene no more.
Who is that?
He's actually more like, you can add him to the 15 core players that can come on or start. You've got your strong 11. Before last season, we had 11 players, and then you were reaching for someone else to come on before we bought Jorginho and Trossard. Now we've got, if Trossard doesn't play, Martinelli's on the bench. And Nketiah, you can bring him on and he can be effective when he comes on. He's part, so that adds Reece Nelson. So we've got a good, strong 15, 16 players now, like Tomiyasu, Urian Timber when he comes back. So it's nice.
I agree. Speaking of Urian Timber,
yeah,
I think he's walking again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
There's rumours that he's going to be back in December/January. I've never ever seen that before, but I don't know. That's what I saw.
Speedy recovery.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, there are a lot of rumours from the believable ITKs, let's say, that he is doing well.
Who's the believable ones?
Listen, I think let's move on because Turkish is.
I see someone said he's got new stem cells.
No.
That's why this is why I don't open Twitter much. This is why I want you to tell me who's the reliable ones. I'll see if I can catch that one out.
I prefer not to speak.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
If he comes back December, it definitely wasn't an ACL, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's what I said.
There's no returning early from ACL.
I don't know how you would, because August, what's that? For 5 months? No way.
Would Mikel Arteta lie about what knee injury he had?
No, he does play. He does play 73 formations in a game.
Did anyone just see that Raya pass into Havertz?
Yeah.
Drilled.
Oh my word, that was utterly sublime. Someone's got to make a pass comp of Raya's.
That will be on Twitter soon. Tonight.
Yeah.
That will be.
Yeah.
Have we still got Brentford's ex-goalkeeping coach?
Yeah. That Kanya.
Yeah.
Iñaki Kanya.
Yeah. It's Smith Rowe now. And Havertz actually did well. He didn't have a lot of support. Turned out, kept the ball alive, kept the move alive. Arsenal still on the ball now.
Yeah, just see the game out now, man. He's composed. It's good.
Pass.
I
think it's good that Havertz has got the full 90 minutes as well.
But don't you remember like playing football, for your team or whatever, and that's nice. Oh, that's nice. That's really good. Here come Arsenal. Reece Nelson out wide.
Send it.
1-on-1. And he comes back inside, pulls to Smith Rowe. Good block in there, keeps it alive. Nelson shots blocked.
That's good play.
And they eventually head it out. Jorginho wins the ball back almost, and Saliba does. Here's Fabio Vieira. Really good from Arsenal. Odegaard and Havertz linking up really well there.
There you go, that super chat. He's passed to Havertz.
Keeps
White
it in.
pulls into the box. Cleared out, yeah?
That was good play by Reece Nelson, though.
That was a lovely touch. I mean, Havertz had a couple of really good moments in the last minute or two. First one when it's drilled into him from David Raya. Brilliant touch, keeps it alive, the move goes. Odegaard tries a switch pass, and Havertz just flicks it into Smith Rowe, which is genius. And then there, lovely combination between Havertz and Odegaard. Look, I'm not seeing a £65 million player, but I'm seeing a player that's really contributing to the game. So we ask early on, build on it.
So
Here's why.
James, if you had to pay the money for him, obviously you can't get him for free, so not zero.
Yeah.
How much would you have felt comfortable paying for the likes of Havertz?
40 max.
40 million.
And even then I'd be like, why are we doing it? But
Yeah, so if you had to pay for him, you had to.
I'd have said lower. I would have said, yeah, like when the rumour came out, and they were saying like Arsenal exploring a deal, then my instinct was they better not be looking to pay more than, knowing Chelsea sell well, yeah, I was thinking 30 to maybe 40.
30 million? Nah, that's too low, man.
But what did, Champions League win, what did he do in a Chelsea shirt? Like, why does Pepe go for nothing? I'd argue, Champions League final goal, get it. I'd argue Pepe, output-wise, did he do any less than Havertz in those 3 years?
no, you're right. in
Yeah,
what you're
but
saying.
he's won the Champions League though, man. That alone is 30
And
million.
Real Madrid were interested.
And Bayern, and for the German national team.
That's
Yeah.
what raised the price, really.
Yeah. Same with Man United and Mount. Like, they knew Liverpool and Arsenal wanted Mount as well, so they're always gonna.
I pray it works, man. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm looking at Szoboszlai at Liverpool and thinking,
Listen, if we had
we
him,
could have spent that same money on him,
mate,
and he
oh
is.
my days, if we had him,
There ain't no messing about with him.
he like, even the way he wins the ball back, he's
Oh,
just,
he does everything. He
he's
plays
ridiculous.
10, 8, 6.
Yeah.
He can mix it up.
he's really good.
And
that
he's
guy.
someone that's just come into the league. So this is why when people are critical of Havertz, and I'm not saying this game, because this game he's actually seemed he's on it a bit more than he usually is. But again, that's not enough for me to say, yes, more of this. It's not more of this I want to see from Havertz. It's more than this I want to see.
Yeah, it's a step.
Yeah.
And then we go a step more. The slow head turn when James said believable.
Yeah, you didn't see me turn when you was saying that.
What was I saying?
You're talking about them in the nose, man. When you said the believable ones.
Hey, listen, man, that is too funny.
Yeah, I think Lee saw it.
I think I said somewhat believable.
Yeah, and I went,
Yeah, nah.
who's the believable?
This is why we need a camera each. Get Turkish out my shot. And Vieira with the header, but gone out of play. Remember everyone, we are probably about 10 minutes away from full time, and that means the start of the full time show. So you can join us by downloading the AFTV Plus app, sign up to Fan Zone. It's all free. From downloading the app to subscribing to Fan Zone and joining us, you get to have your say after the game. And let's enjoy it. It's a Wednesday night. We're back in the Champions League. Arsenal have put on a show tonight. And we've got the North London derby to look forward to as well. Do jump on, call in, and we'll get your thoughts at full time. What?
What are you laughing at, Lee?
Because you lot missed Havertz's touch just there.
Bro, you know the skills challenge? That's what it reminded me of. You know?
Did you see his touch just there? Why do you think it's a throw into
He's been flawless.
to PSV?
Oh, mate, that is too funny, man. That skills challenge is in my mind, bro. That is
And
funny.
bare people try to side that skills challenge off. You can't side that off. If you can't bring it down and volley it without no one there,
Aye, that
then,
is
then
funny,
there's
bro.
problems.
That is
yeah?
funny.
You can't just say, oh, it's a skill. Bro, you're there to bring it down.
It's not a tennis skills challenge.
That is too funny, man. Shout out Havertz, man. He's been alright today still.
No, yeah, he's done well. He's done
He's done
well.
alright. He's done alright today still.
Nice long ball to David Raya. And here we go. Tomiyasu on the ball. Lovely throw. I haven't seen Raya give the ball away yet. I'm sure there's one, but I haven't seen him not give the ball to exactly who he meant to give it to, or at least in the space where we've then won a throw or something.
Who would you lot's man of the matches be?
Oh, that's
Rice or Jesus for me, you know.
I think everyone's played really well.
Well done, Kai.
He made up
Yes, the skills challenge. New edition.
new edition, round 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably give it to Odegaard, to be honest. I think he's been good.
Yeah, he's been immense.
That's a good shout.
I don't know.
It's hard.
Who would you give it to, Charlene?
I don't know, it's actually a tricky one. It's even the same with the Everton game. I couldn't even think of it.
For me, Jesus has had 4 ooh moments and a goal. And it's a
But-
nice goal like that.
The reason why I wouldn't give it to Jesus is, as well as he's done, he has
okay,
missed
haven't.
2 sitters.
Declan? Did someone say?
Declan overall, yeah, I said, because I'm getting tired of giving it to him every game now.
What about Raya?
Already. No saves to make, distribution codes, he caught the ball well.
3-2, Casemiro's pulled one back for United.
Oh, wow.
Can they nick a draw at the Allianz?
Real Sociedad 1-1 against Inter.
Wow.
What's the score with Sevilla?
Believe it's still 1-1.
1-1 still, yeah.
They're crap, man. They're actually crap.
Easy, Lee,
Bro.
easy. Easy.
Nah, man. They're actually rubbish.
Easy.
The team they're playing, they've lost all their players. They've all gone. Some of them, I think one of them or two of them's gone to Saudi League.
Yeah, they have. They're
Come on, man. I don't think they've got a win in 5 games.
Nice.
Name something worse than being a fan of a team outside the top 6 and talking to Lee.
Mate, I'll be honest with you.
Nelson.
Definitely don't want to hear
Why
that
wait
from
this
the.
long and then...
Tomiyasu trying to find a space. Smith Rowe tries to get a shot away. Corner.
Last couple minutes, 4-0 up.
Yeah.
This
Man of
is-
the match, I think. That's really hard, you know.
It is.
Trossard's got a goal and an assist.
So has
Saka's got
Saka.
a goal.
And an
assist.
assist.
Assist as well.
Who the assist?
Second goal.
Trossard.
Second goal.
Yeah, Trossard's.
Yeah.
You laid it off for him.
And he's looked so dangerous, Saka.
Saka did have a
Odegaard's got a goal and
Wait, how many goals has Odegaard got?
just one. He's just got one. He scored the fourth goal. The fourth goal.
And Jesus has got
yes,
a goal
got
and
third.
a few, and he's done a few.
Few
man.
assists. Yeah, for a few chances, I should say.
I actually don't know. I think Saliba's also been immense
Yeah, Sleeper's been good.
in possession when the ball hit the pitch.
Should we just give it to Arteta for making the right decisions?
Yeah, he's done his job.
Yeah, no,
Done his job very
I
well,
think
Mikel.
overall. I mean, and Odegaard's played 90 minutes, so I'd probably just
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
He's been really involved. This is a
about-
great way to go into the North.
Who are you all
London
going
derby.
for? Just have a little look. We've got Odegaard, Rice has been immense. Trossard, man of the match. Odegaard's pulled the strings. 4-2 to Bayern, apparently. Could we just have a score check on that?
That's mad.
Is it 4-2, Seth?
4-2.
Why did they score like literally straight after they can? It's weird.
Both times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bear with me while we pull that up for you.
Oh, I don't know. I really,
It's not, yeah, 4-2.
4-2.
I really don't know who my man of the match is.
Yeah. Tell me.
But it doesn't say who
That's mad.
scored. It hasn't come up.
Do you know Odegaard?
Tell.
Tell.
Oh, the French guy,
yeah.
They can be
youngster.
quite late with updates here.
The 18-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, they're
It's
moving.
weird though. Like they
moving
literally
slow.
concede straight after scoring.
It's when you're most vulnerable. But yeah, it's 4-2 to Bayern Munich.
Napoli 2-1
okay.
up away.
Do.
Away to
Yeah.
Away to Braga. Sociedad 1, Inter 1, Sevilla 1, Lens 1, Benfica, red card, Salzburg beating them 2-0. And that's it for the Champions League.
Do you know? I think it is Odegaard.
Yeah,
I think
he just
nicks
edges it that little bit.
probably
He
'cause
just
he's
stood
played the
out that
90
little
as
bit
well.
more.
Yeah, and he's had such an influence on every element. He's worked really hard. He's grassed up the pitch, scored the 4th goal. Great.
Rice's pass for the first goal,
Yeah.
as well as his defensive work. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's,
But
yeah,
this-
Odegaard.
This performance is literally like last season where you couldn't pick a man of the match.
Yeah.
It was
what we
Saliba
like.
every game was in the top 2, 3. It was bloody Saka in the top 3. It was Jesus in the top
Odegaard
3.
in there.
Oh, it was Martinelli. It was every game.
Xhaka used to be in there.
Xhaka, yeah, there you go. Like so, Partey first half he was imperious. So, you know, I think it's definitely this has been a really good performance. Really good performance.
Way better than I expected it to be.
I knew I was confident, man.
I was confident, but like the way, I mean, when you compare it to our previous games in this season, I just weren't expecting the levels to be this high for some reason. But yeah, I'm
And
pleasantly
nobody
surprised.
blamed the rain.
Yeah.
There you
Exactly.
go.
Well, it would have been 7 without the rain. so-
Yeah, all right, cool.
There you go. James is blaming the rain.
Right, long
Not scoring more
kick
goals.
coming from David Raya.
Who could get on the end?
He's going to pop it on Havertz's head. Goes long. He's watching like a
Oh, he did just
was that straight to Havertz's head as well?
So mad, you know.
Unbelievable.
That is ridiculous.
Mystic James.
That is mad, you know. The accuracy of that is just, it's pinpoint.
Find a great analysis like that on bunch of bullshit, tactical insight.
Listen, my namesake said this, not me, man. Don't shoot the messenger.
But look at that. That's why Arteta. That's the combination that everyone theorised. Will we see?
We just need a goal to come from it.
Yeah. Might be nice.
Yeah.
At least it gets us up the pitch.
I'm really intrigued to see who's starting goal now on Sunday.
Yes, I'm intrigued, you know. I am definitely looking forward to that.
It has to be Raya now.
Yeah, I agree. I think this performance has been calmer and more professional than I thought it'd be. There's a little part of me that thought, was that Raya again to Reece Nelson?
Yeah, it is.
See you later.
You're telling me you don't see there's not a big difference
No,
between
there is
him and
not.
Ramsdale?
No, but
bro?
I said overall. I was talking about overall.
Yeah,
Ramsdale.
but where does Ramsdale
Thanks
make
for the
up the
memories.
difference then? Where,
No, but I'm saying, like, come on.
That long
I've seen
passing.
Ramsdale. He did it for England against Scotland the other day.
Havertz won it
Pinpoint.
back there.
But
We
this
like
long
that.
passing is
We like
crazy.
this. We like this.
Go on, we could get another goal.
Here's Nelson. Wide to Vieira.
Fabio.
They're absolutely cocking it up, but they've still got the ball. All right.
Ref, blow
Full
it, man.
time. Arsenal 4, PSV
What a
nil.
result, what a
A very,
performance.
very good
Great
performance.
work, team.
Apparently it's 4-3. Do you know what? If we could just chuck on the Bayern Man
No,
United
it's full time, but it's 4-3 Casemiro again.
Casemiro again. What a
Really?
game.
But it's full time.
Bayern Munich are a joke, man.
Do you know what that United fans will think?
Martin.
You know, we showed fight.
I'll give
at the
Ten Hag an
Allianz.
extra few weeks, man. Don't worry, man. That's good. That's the positive there.
Arsenal got their job done. A 4-0 win against PSV. Goals from, I have to remember them all now.
The front
Trossard,
four.
Saka.
Trossard, Saka, Jesus and Odegaard. Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
front four all got on the score sheet.
Yeah, well done to them. Look, we're going to discuss it more in full-time show very soon. But like I was just saying, that was just like no emotional, no the big lights of the Champions League music, as this big deal. They just went out and did their job like it was any old game and put PSV to the sword.
I did say this is what we should be doing. I know it's PSV, we played them last year and they played well against us, but this is Champions League now and it was about transferring our form from the Premier League over to it. And we've done it well. I mean, that's probably our best European performance for a long time, including Europa League.
It's so true.
So-
You're so right. Because we have played such trash in the Europa League whenever we made these changes and tweaks. And now you see he can make changes with the 11 anyway, the group he trusts, and the performance is at least maintaining a certain level. Charlene, happy?
I'm over the moon. This was the perfect performance. All the way to the final whistle as well, to get 4 goals, clean sheet, and perform to that level and standard. I mean, there's honestly nothing I can complain about.
William says, now that is a performance. Come on, you Gunners. Lee,
That's right.
you feeling it?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. And you know what? It's nice. Obviously, Martinelli's unfortunately injured and Partey, but we did it without them as well. So, yeah, overall, we move to Sunday now, man. Like, big game on Sunday. So, let's just get the boys rested up for big game.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we're going to be live on Fan Zone on full time. The full time show starts in about 10-15 minutes. So go ahead, jump to that stream. But this is that 10-15 minutes is your chance to go download the app AFTV Plus, completely free to do. And if you sign up to Fan Zone as well, completely free, you get to have your say on AFTV right here with us as well. All right, Arsenal, they got the 4-0 win against PSV. They've started the Champions League campaign as I very much hope they mean to go on. A big thank you to our amazing panel, Turkish. Go find Turkish as well here on AFTV at Turkish LDN and on the Big Six. I've got it all right there, haven't I? Charlene, let everyone know where they can find you as well. Charlene Smith on YouTube. Anywhere else?
Instagram, Charlene_Smith_presenter, and TikTok, Charlene Smith.
There you
Check
go.
me out.
And Goonally.
Yeah, man. Instagram, Twitter, you'll find me there. I'm sure it will be all in the information there. But definitely on YouTube, Guna_Lee as well.
There you go.
And
Cecil.
yourself, James?
What's my channel called? James B. That's all. Yeah. It's called James
And
B.
Forever Arsenal tomorrow. We're live 11 p.m. people.
Yeah.
So make sure you're tuned in.
That's gonna be fun.
I'll be there. I'll be watching.
Apparently I'm in court. So we're gonna find out tomorrow night.
And head over to Cecil as well. Word on the information station. Round of applause. Bringing us all. Look at him cheering and celebrate. Cess, you want to just give a little shout out? You got a couple of vlogs out?
Yeah, check out my CONCACAF vlogs and check out all the AFTV stuff as well over on the channel AFTV. But yeah, I don't like it's weird, bro. I don't fuck
Well, you pretending Sidemen don't exist now.
Oh, Sidemen, check out that one. That's a good vlog. Thank you. What do you watch? Thank you for supporting me, James. That was very kind.
No, I actually clicked off the link just before it counts as a view. I went on, thought not for me.
Well, anyone else enjoy it anyway.
All right, everyone. We'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Love.